Discord's more tangled than James Gunn's on Twitter feed. Look at that shit. God damn. All right. Who we got in here? Who the heck? We got Sergeant G is coming, and you're on his list. The good Austin. What's up, dude? Good to see you, man. Zachary. Bat Cap. Bat Dan. What's going on? What's going on? Joker. Cool to see you here, dude. The Prime. Prime cool. And Mr. Curly Ray so far showing up in the chat. Appreciate it. Good to see you guys rolling in, as they say. Rolling in. All right, let's bring on our guest. Let's get this shit started. Mr. Skiiwalker, what's going on, sir?
Yo, 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 yo. What's going on, big dog? How's everybody doing tonight? Glad to be here.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. So, there's this new movie out called Superman.
It's in theaters right now.
In theaters right now. Breaking box office records on Monday afternoon.
Left and right.
Yeah. All right. Hey, fucking Leon's here. What's going on, Leon?
And it's also causing people to adopt dogs, too, apparently.
Oh, really? Yeah.
That's what they say, yeah.
And then apparently in overseas, people aren't seeing it because they don't understand English all of a sudden.
I did hear that. And
Someone the cape for this. Well, it's because it's not. It's in. It's in English. It's not.
It's in the King's English. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, they don't understand. Modern English, and
Bruh,
apparently all that TV and stuff doesn't matter now.
We're plebs, bro. We're plebs. Like, we can't understand James Gunn, bro. We can't fathom.
That's right.
We can't fathom, bro.
The movie's plot was so fucking complicated and just
it was so complex and layered, bro. It was just so layered
that people in Europe and elsewhere in the world just cannot comprehend the complexity of this movie's
Nobody
plot.
could comprehend, bro.
It's just like, well, you just don't understand it because you don't
even speak English.
Yeah, you don't speak American. You better speak
crazy,
American,
bro.
buddy. You gotta understand James Gunn movie.
Crazy.
Anyway, my thoughts on the film before we get into it.
Don't they like do dubs for movies too? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Most of Europe speaks English and they can understand Americans just fucking fine. That's the most ridiculous excuse ever to say, oh, they don't understand the English. They fucking grew up on American television and movies. Now, yeah, some of it is dubbed and a lot of it's left in English too.
Right.
So that's just silly. Or if you got subtitles too, if you need that to help you along. If you're not,
I saw a dubbed version. I 100% saw a dubbed clip.
Oh
it
yeah,
was dubbed in like French or something. And I was like, okay, right.
Well,
so
here's one thing. Just even I have watching the intro of the show. Oh, first we gotta dedicate this as always to Mikey Sutton.
Oh, every time that we hear, bro.
Yeah. Mikey Sutton is the founder of Pandora's Box. As most of these people know in the chat, he passed away. But if he didn't, this was his ideal and his brainchild. So I bring it back on special occasions, and I think talking about this is a special occasion.
Oh, absolutely.
So I think Mikey would be proud. He would have loved to have been here too. I'm sure, because I think there might have been. There might have been something. Go ahead.
He was so right in Necron.
Mikey's always right.
Especially about that Justice League International, bro. Oh, my God, bro. He was so right, man. He was so right, bro.
See, I'm with Joker. I think this is a metalhead thing. The best part of the movie, a drunk Supergirl.
Right. Thanks for watching my dog, bitch. Right?
All the dudes want to party with someone like that, like, oh, she sounds like a good time.
Right.
Wild fucking Supergirl. That was one of my favorite parts of the movie too. Yeah, Mikey would have loved. I think there might have been some things Mikey, liked about the movie too. I don't think he would have totally hated it. But let me get to something real quick because we're talking about James Gunn. His first foray into DC films was Suicide Squad, and that movie was total. Total dookie.
It's bad, bro.
I was very fucking concerned about this film, going in. Like, damn, Suicide Squad still is just total garbage. Now, I have to No, I'm just gonna speak because there's caveats to this as I take a turn from our friend Leon.
Mm-hmm.
I love DC, right? I love DC, and I was like one of those guys. I would just watch anything DC,
Yeah, bro.
good or bad. I watched it. You know what I
You gonna
mean? I
watch it?
watched it. I just, that's one of my shit growing up. Those were like my fucking, heroes and comic book favorites. So I fucking watched anything DC. Now, if I saw this movie and the Snyderverse didn't exist, I'd be like, yeah, man, this movie is pretty fucking cool. It would be pretty cool. I would probably say that, because the Snyderverse didn't exist. I would be like, it's pretty cool. I wouldn't have totally loved it, but I would
Mm-hmm.
say it's pretty cool.
I can
So,
understand that, man. 100%.
yeah, yeah. If
Right?
there was no Snyderverse and I saw it, I wouldn't have like obviously the hey fucking Qatar, what's up? I didn't point you out earlier. I
Like, maybe if there had just been like a pause, let's say from Nolan until now,
yes, yes,
right? And then
yes.
we hadn't gotten anything in quite a while, right?
It would be the Eddie Murphy, on
Beverly Hills Cop, right? Yeah.
well, dude, with his old routine when he said, if you've been on an island for 20 years and someone, a cracker floats up to the fucking island, you're gonna be like, oh my god, this cracker's fucking
Right.
insanely
Yeah.
great.
Absolutely.
So, oh, what is Batman saying? But Necron, you only have Snyderverse from DC. That's a real DC. Didn't you?
He said it's not real DC.
Oh
Did you
yeah,
hear?
oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. It's not real DC. It only had like a whole fucking universe for 10+ years. Anyway,
Right.
I would probably say, yeah, this movie's good. I would totally still have problems with it, but see, this is where the problems arise for me. Is there is a Snyderverse, so. I mean, I told a couple friends, yeah, I enjoyed it. I went in there wanting to hate it bad. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I was ready to crucify it. I wanted to hate this thing, and I think he got reined in a lot. I think they told him, get all your goofy MAGA. Oh, really? There you go. Um, I lost my train of thought, Sky. I was
Uh, you were saying that you were going in
ready
ready
to
to hit it.
crucify
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I did crucify it because I actually enjoyed, like, I think a lot of the shit you guys liked, I liked too. I liked Lois.
Hmm.
I ended up liking. I thought Guy Gardner would be my most hated character, but he ended up being probably one of my favorites in the movie.
Hmm.
This is the
And Nathan Fillion's a good actor, man.
yeah, he pulled it off.
He
This
is.
to me, this movie kind of has a lot of the same problems the Batman had.
Mm.
The main
Where
problem
it was
was the Batman.
right, and now it's Superman.
It's Superman.
Yeah.
This Superman, I mean, we kind of already solved this take in the Shazam movies, how he acts. That, to me, he's just like a Shazam. He's just kind of goofy, naive. He's not. He's not. I don't know. He doesn't give me that confidence of someone who could be Superman. That's
Yeah,
my
bro.
biggest problem with him. And then it's not the actor's fault; it's the director's fault. That's how he directed the
Yeah,
movie.
yeah,
Yeah.
man, bruh. That's why when I had that part in my review where I literally asked the question like, is there anything that could have been done, right, to kind of save this? And at the end of the day, when I walked away, my answer for that was no. Like, I didn't blame any of the actors because Nathan Fillion's a good actor. Rachel Brosnahan did a great job. Everybody that is in this film
Yep.
are great actors for the most part, right?
Yep.
And I just don't think that there's anything. I mean, it was kind of like a behind the camera and script problem for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's who it was. It was like, yo, this is a James Gunn issue. And what's even crazy is I think if you have this same cast but not the same director, you get a better movie, man.
You
It's just
might have. Yep.
it's
Yep.
just it is a James Gunn issue, bro.
He can't help but have James Gunn isms in his movies. And that's, any director kind of falls victim to their own,
Facts.
vices, I suppose.
A lot of times Denzel's Denzel in every movie he's in, he's just Denzel. But we love him for that, right? And and he has his Denzelisms, right? He has to guarantee something, right?
Yeah. It's just how it goes.
It's just how it goes.
But he's actually loved for that. That's
exactly
the difference. It is like a lot of people say, it is like if you just tuck a Action Comics run, 5 or 6 issues, any random Action Comics, 5, 6 issues, and made a movie out of it. That's kind of what this is. You're not, to me, picking the top tier things. Even though, yes, I get it, All-Star Superman, the robots and the capes and all that. I think
Superman robots.
The Superman robots are, hey, dude, you probably watched the animated All-Star Superman. They were presented so much better in that than how they're presented in this.
Thank you, bro.
They first of all, they didn't copy C-3PO. That one totally is like C-3PO. I mean, you just fucking put a cape on C-3PO and put him on the set, and you got Superman robot number 4. So I was like, because they're like, he's gonna pull from All-Star Superman. And I was like, well, this isn't. It is. I mean, visually, but tonally, no.
No, right? Tonally is all off.
Tonally, no. All-Star Superman still was stoic. He wasn't a goofball. He was, it was great, actually. And Leon, I actually have a new appreciation for that. I watched the cartoon again, and I think what soured my when I read the comic, the graphic novel, is just my my hatred for James Gunn. Just let me enjoy it. So,
right.
I mean, I have to give him some credit here. He didn't let me totally hate the movie. There were some things I enjoyed in it too. Like I would tell like a rando person, hey, what'd you think of Superman? I would probably say, it's like any other summer blockbuster movie. You're probably gonna have a good time, and that's about it. You're gonna go home. You may talk about it. You may not. Probably not. But the thing is, it doesn't resonate.
Yeah, man.
And when you watch Zach movies,
it just don't ring that bell.
Yes.
Like, you ever seen that movie, The Program?
No, I don't think so.
Man, it's such a good movie. It's about college football. Has what's his name? Omar Epps in it. James Caan. Bunch of people, but dope movie. The coach has this line. He's like, "Yo, we gotta ring that bell. You gotta ring that championship bell." Like, this movie does not do that.
No,
it does not do that, bro.
This is not a championship contender.
Yes, Leon, the football movie. Yes,
yeah, Leon. Of course, he would know.
Yes, such a dope movie, man. That is such it's like a really, really great inside look at like college football. It's such a good movie, Necron. You have to watch it. You have to watch
the program.
Yes, it is one of my favorite football movies ever. 100%.
I will look it up. I'm sure I'll watch it one day when I'm working here. This is not championship contender. Like, people don't get it. If this only song like come from the heavy metal angle. If you're not polarizing. Polarizing.
Yes.
Yeah, you're not really making an impact. You have to be polarizing to get people talking, to get people going back and forth. I don't see that with this movie. I saw it with Zach.
Yeah, this is not polarizing, bro.
No, it's very it's a Marvel Disney-esque version of DC.
Superman.
Yeah, it's a very Marvel, and I can and the only movies that. What was the only movie that was even really polarizing out of the Marvel runs were probably Captain America, Winter Soldier,
bro.
The good stuff.
Yeah, man. So, like it or not, Civil War was polarizing because people was swearing by that movie, dog. They were swearing. Like, see, here's the thing, man. Right? When we were going through that whole time where it was like the peak of the comic book era that these people are talking about, right? You had legit arguments for the most part on both sides,
Oh
right?
yeah. Yeah.
Like
Oh yeah.
like when Civil War came out, they had something that was of quality enough to where they felt like, hey, I can go to war for what I think is dope, right? We had BVS, right?
Yes.
We were going to war for what we thought was dope. That was when this shit was at its peak, right? And
Correct.
so, with DC just kind of dropping off the face of a cliff, and in terms of their quality that they were putting out, that is why the comic book genre has been dying. Yo, that's what's been missing, everybody. Marvel needs DC to push them, bro. If Zach had an active role and was finishing his thing, you don't think that they'd be trying to compete with that, bro?
Not at
Right?
all. I mean, it would be total competition. Competition is good for everyone, especially when your competition raises
Absolutely,
the
bro.
bar. You have no choice but to raise the bar when they raise the bar. You can't just rest on your laurels and just, oh, I'm so great, whatever I do is going to be amazing. No, you got to get out there and earn it, make it
Yeah.
happen.
Bro, I have never seen lack of competition play out in a good way. It's happened with the Madden franchise and video games ever since they haven't had any competition because they signed an exclusive deal with the NFL. The game sucked. And I probably buy it once, maybe, maybe every 10 or so years, bro. I might buy one or two copies. But when there was competition, that game was much better. And it's flipped with the NBA game because they didn't sign any exclusive thing, but EA just stopped making a basketball game. And then so there was no competition. And now that game is kind of the same fucking thing every year. And so it's like lack of competition hurts every single genre of like
Industry,
whatever
genre,
in
yeah.
music, video games, movies, whatever you want to call it, right? It's just competition breeds greatness, and DC has to get their shit together. They have to, man, because I don't know. This just wasn't it. I don't see
This
why we went through this whole reboot for this.
this is not, even if Marvel's struggling right now, this will not take down Marvel because Marvel has a juggernaut just around the corner. And me and you both
Yeah,
agree
man.
that this is gonna be.
I think that movie's gonna be big, bro. I think
Yeah,
people are tripping, bro.
this is the one, because, dude, people are like the Thunderbolts didn't do well. You know what? The Thunderbolts, no one knows who the fuck they were. That's one of the big problems with the Thunderbolts. It's not the Avengers. It's just not. It's not Captain America. It's not Thor. It's not Iron Man. These are all, you see all that get together and you go, hell yeah. I haven't even seen the Thunderbolts yet, so I'm not going to talk about it as a movie, but I can see why it wasn't a huge hit that they thought it was going to be because it doesn't have any of the names. It doesn't have any of the big draws.
Yeah, bro. And they couldn't even be honest about what the movie was gonna be called really until afterwards, right?
Yeah,
Because
that was hokey as shit. That whole New
yeah,
Avengers thing. That was
yeah. I mean, that's really what they were gonna be, which was actually another Mikey bomb too, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah, he called that. He sure did.
Crazy.
I mean, they should have just called it the New Avengers and just rolled the dice out the gate. Doing it
But
after it's released isn't gonna. I don't know. Yeah, that's not gonna.
But look, I'm gonna share this thing, and I just want to show you guys this something for Fantastic Four, because y'all think I'm joking, right? Necron,
You ready to show it?
uh, yeah.
All right. Here we go.
All right, so y'all see all the little white ones, and then the blue ones are still available, right? Almost this entire front section is sold out, and then you got all these seats going back into the balcony. All those little white and blue ones, those little fours, right? Necron, these seats are $50, bro.
Oh damn! Oh, and I want to point out that's definitely an LA theater
Do you,
because that
bro?
is not
These are
that's a lot
bro.
of seats.
No. This is the fan event screening. This is gonna sell out by the time that this movie gets there, bro.
Oh
These
yeah,
seats are
yeah, 50 bucks.
$50, bro.
Yeah,
Who spends $50 to go to the movies on a ticket? I'm
one
I'm
seat.
I'm
Yeah,
trying to tell you guys. I go to that theater for all of the Marvel screenings because everything's there. Is the actors and stuff, and Kevin Feige and them be there. Like you be seeing everybody there. And I went there for Thunderbolts. I went there for Captain America. It was nowhere near that many tickets sold, bro. Already,
yeah. Well,
you know,
people don't want to admit.
trying to tell y'all,
Fantastic
man.
Four is a household name. It's more known than the Thunderbolts. Fantastic
Facts,
Four
bro.
had cartoons all throughout the years. They had some movies already. The last one, yeah, not so great, but that wasn't a Marvel movie. This is a Marvel
Yeah,
production.
man.
People got high hopes for this thing. Yeah, I think
Marvel Rivals, bro.
it's
People
going
are
to be a
tripping.
juggernaut. That's how I feel. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But that's
I think it's gonna open bigger than Superman, bro.
I do
I'm,
too. Yeah,
I'm,
I do
I'm,
too.
I'm gonna guarantee that.
But let's get back to the point. You know, why did we have to go through all this when in the end it didn't even beat Superman? I mean, not Superman, Man of Steel numbers. Why? Why? What is this? Why are we doing this? When you could have had Henry Cavill, Man of Steel 2 going on right now, or if not even earlier, just raking in money. Why did we not do this? And don't tell me people don't like Henry Cavill as Superman. We all seen the clips. We all seen
Yeah,
people
bro.
talking about who's this? Where's Henry Cavill? What is this going on? Henry Cavill's Superman.
Yeah, man. Look, no shade to David Corn Sweat.
Not at
Once
all.
again, it's one of those situations where if we hadn't had what we had, and if there was like a hiatus in terms of DC or like maybe the major characters, you know, um, from the Nolan days, there would be a much better chance of everybody feeling better. But it is a thing of like, hey man, uh, it's problematic when you're telling us that we can't have what we want in order to give us this, right?
There lies the
Because
problem. Yeah.
yep, there is the problem. The problem is it's a either or situation. That is
Well,
the issue.
it doesn't help when your head of this DC studio likes to take shots at sections of the fandom too. I mean, that's on him. He decided to do all that stuff.
Yeah,
I think a
bro.
lot of people might have been a little more open to him, but he decided he was going to start dunking. And
Yeah,
well,
man. He
you
was
can
trying to
dunk
take
all
off. He was trying to take off from the free throw line, bro. He thought he was Jordan, dog.
he really thinks he's
No,
Superman.
actually, he thought he was Brent Berry. That's what he thought he was. Brent Berry took off from the free throw line too. You know what
Yeah,
I
he
mean?
thought he was Brent Barry.
Right? That's a deep cut. But
And
he wasn't even Brent Berry. Brent
not
Berry used
even
to have
close.
bounce back in the day. Ooh.
He not even Brent Barry. Not even close. Brent Barry earned his spots. I'm sorry, this guy hasn't.
Yeah.
So yeah, he
Come from the
started.
free throw line in a warm up jacket, bro. Facts.
um, you know, when you start alienating the fandom that is actually the ones who supports DC, I'm tired of this. Oh, Zack Snyder fans aren't real DC fans. Are you out of your mind? Who made all the money? Zack Snyder. And don't tell us, Justice League. That's not Zack Snyder. Zack Snyder's
Nah,
only two
bro.
theatrical, well, excluding the Watchmen, because that's not
Yeah.
part of the timeline. We get it. But DCEU movies was only Man of Steel and BVS.
Yeah,
That's
man.
it.
Theatrically.
Theatrically,
Absolutely.
that's it, man. He didn't
That
get
was
the
it. Right. Yeah, man. It's crazy because they try to attribute that to him.
Oh
right?
yeah, there's a
Is they
lot
try
of
to
tricky language that
is they
goes
try
on,
to
dude.
attribute like birds of prey and all that stuff, and I'm like, bro, come on, man. Y'all know he was already gone,
Nothing to do with Birds of
right?
Prey.
Yo,
Nothing to do with Wonder Woman 84. Nothing to do with Shazam and Shazam
yeah,
2. Nothing to do with any of that stuff. Zach was long gone.
bro.
So
I saw somebody say that uh the DCEU got off to a shaky start.
no, it didn't.
I'm like, bro, their first 5 movies made more than Marvel's did. What are we talking about, bro? What are we talking about? Bro, it's like these people just say things, bro. Look, like how the Joker in The Dark Knight was like, I just do things. They just say things, right? It's like, right? It's like whatever they feel at that given time, Necron, they can just say something, and then it's like, hey, this is fact, right? Like, hey, the DCEU got off to a shaky start, and it's like, no, it didn't.
Nope.
No, it didn't. All those
That
movies were making money. What are you talking about?
making money, going in the right direction. Yeah, and that's a great point that a lot of people don't like to admit. You know, what were the first Marvel movies? Iron Man, Captain
Captain
America,
America, the first
Thor.
Thor movie.
Those weren't
Uh,
those were hits, but they weren't gangbuster hits.
no, they weren't.
Not and definitely Captain America was not a gangbuster hit movie.
Not at all, bro.
Not at
Not
all.
at all, right?
But the difference, is their leadership believed in what they were doing. The leadership at WB did not believe in what they were doing, even though they were making money and starting off better. At the beginning, they fucking panicked because they weren't, making Avengers money yet. And
Stupid,
well, of course
bro.
they weren't. You have to
Bruh.
build up an arc.
Wonder Woman was so good, it forced Marvel to make Captain Marvel. That's a fact.
They
Wonder
were
Woman
forced.
was, yeah, oh yeah, like the quality of that movie, dog. Right? There was no way that they couldn't hurry up and do a Captain Marvel movie. Right? Wonder Woman was an impactful movie.
Wonder Woman came out before it, right? Am I remembering right?
Before Captain Marvel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. All that, right? And so it's like, how do you just forget that? You know what I'm saying? Like, crazy.
Wonder Woman. Well, I mean, this one, most of the chat knows this, but if they don't, Zach, I think, in my opinion, ghost directed half of fucking probably Wonder Woman.
Bro, his action team definitely had a huge impact on is that movie. Huge impact, right?
And how great are those action scenes? I would say they
Bruh.
make the movie. They make the movie. Come on, man. It's fucking
Bruh.
great.
Wonder Woman put up 822 milli, Necron.
Ooh-wee.
That's what I'm talking about. It's like they just say things, bro. They just say things. Like, oh yeah, these movies weren't successful. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
823 million?
That
Wow.
was more successful than any Guardians movie, if I'm not mistaken.
I always say Guardians gets to ride the coattails
Elite
of Phase 1.
crazy, bro.
That's really why it did so well. It
Crazy,
got to ride the
bro.
coattails in Phase 1. Phase 1 was killing it, especially at that time. So he was in the right place at the right time. I like Guardians 1. It ain't my favorite movie or anything. Just like I enjoyed the Superman movie, but I'm not going to... I can't say that, yes, this is peak Superman and all these like ridiculous reviews and all that. And I like the Superman because I like almost all DC and I like goofy ass action comics sometimes, and it had some stuff in there from it, but it is not peak DC, you know, you want the real Superman, you're gonna have to go watch Man of Steel, you
Bruh,
know,
you
BVS,
how is
and
this peak Superman and
you know
Supergirl
these
calling him
fools.
a bitch? Right?
Oh
Like,
no,
bro, come on, man. He getting beat up half the movie, Necron.
dude, my, and in Cape Town last night, I'll call him, saying, "Well, he said at the beginning of the movie, this is the first time he lost a fight." No, well, I mean, the whole
And
movie
then he
he's
losing
losing
them.
a fight.
It didn't seem that way to me.
Nope.
Seemed like he was pretty comfortable with getting his ass whooped.
And crypto is you know, that's marketing right there. That's it's just really unnecessary in a Superman movie. I can get it in the cartoons. Yeah, it's toys.
The toy.
They're gonna be plush dolls everywhere, crypto, and there's gonna be, you know, all
That
these
wasn't even
adoptions
set
called
up.
crypto and whatever, you know. Sin Havoc says this is the worst Superman movie ever made. Worse than Superman 4.
The quest for peace, bro.
Yeah, where he tossed all the nukes out. Get out of here, dude. Yeah, crypto is a self-insert. And
Crypto is Ozu, man.
dude, fucking Jimmy Olsen, the ladies, man, that's a James Gunn fantasy in the movie. Like, what are you talking about, dude?
Fucking
Jimmy
turning down
Olsen.
supermodels.
Yeah.
The worst thing in the world. Bruh, you're willing to let the world go to hell rather than take this beautiful woman out on a date.
Yeah, apparently so.
That's the worst thing, bro. The worst thing she ever could have said is, "Hey, take me out on a date," and you're just like,
"Oh, it's so
awful."
awful."
My God, really? I mean, the world is at stake, you know.
A weekend. Oh, you might have to sleep with her one night. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
The hard Jimmy Olsen.
Oh my God, bro. Dude, I can't.
Beautiful
I
supermodel.
I can't believe it, bro. Can't believe it, bro.
Dude, this is my buddy Paul. The only chance Jimmy Olsen can score is match under his bed. Exactly.
See, that's what I'm saying, bro. That sounds like a normal Superman fan who knows that Jimmy Olsen is not supposed to be turning down supermodels left and right.
No, any other Jimmy Olsen would have fucking done cartwheels. That shit was
right,
gonna happen. Whoa,
bro.
Ridiculous.
He'd have literally like had one of the little cartoon reactions where he like starts floating in the air.
For every little thing that, you know, that is pulled from the DC universe, you know, there's always something in this movie that's like counters it, and you're like, oh, what is that? You know, what
it's like a visceral reaction.
And I said this in your chat earlier. You know, okay, this is a great writing cheat on good old fucking Mr. Gunn's part. Well, in my movie, metahumans have been on the Earth for 300 years, so it's a fully realized DC movie. I don't have to explain nothing.
That is a cop out, bro.
Yeah, and it's a cop out. It's like
that is a cop out, bro.
It's like going down to your comic shop and just buying an issue of Superman and jumping right in. You know, it's already established. You know, that's fine in the comic world, but I don't think you really have. I don't think you get to do that in the movie universe.
No, you shouldn't, bro.
That's too easy. You know, yeah, I get you didn't have to do the whole flying in from Krypton and all that. I know we get all that, but you, I don't know. Should have did a quick flashback or something.
Look. I always say Zach did it the best when it came to Batman and BVS. He just gave you Batman's fucking backstory in the opening montage of the movie. And there you go.
And there you go. And it's still the best one, too.
Right? The way. Exactly.
Straight to the point.
And it's on record, right? We saw what happened. You can always reference it if you want to go back there, right? Because now if you want to go back to that moment to kind of touch on something, right? Or anything dealing with like him coming over here or anything with his parents, then, you know, you were going to have to do that. But he probably has no plans for that. That's why he kind of just axed his whole relationship off with his other parents anyway, right? At the end of the movie, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like he don't even have to address Krypton anymore at all.
That's that. It's done.
You know what I'm saying? And you never really saw it, bro. You never saw what Krypton looked like. You never got any kind of sense of. And I think that's because he knew that shit wasn't going to look, man.
Dude,
Krypton.
How is he going to top Man of Steel's Krypton?
You can't, bro.
That was like top. That's never going to be top. It was, to this day, that is still so freaking good.
Exactly, like, bro. Yeah.
I'm going to that.
He stayed his ass away from that shit.
I was like watching this going, if I didn't know better, I thought I just paid for a fucking badass sci-fi movie. That, you know.
But look, bro. That kind of proves my point, right? In that, you saw how the moon was destroyed, right? And all that type of stuff. And you got the stuff with the codex and all that, right? You can address things like that later. Like how you were going to see how, you know, how that moon got fucking destroyed by Doomsday, and why the whole abomination thing and why it got outlawed by the Council of Krypton. You were gonna find that out, right? So it's once again, it's like it's planting seeds, and you know, with him doing that, I think his whole Krypton heritage is just like out the window. Because why would you ever go back to it now?
Yeah. The parents were crappy in his movie.
Yep, you know, and he's fully cut him off.
He's like, no, I don't want to do that, so we're not going to talk about Krypton or any of that anymore.
Yep,
unfortunately for people overseas, they can't comprehend that, you know, great James
couldn't understand, bro.
Yeah, they couldn't understand, you know,
couldn't understand what the word harem meant, bro. Right? It's like,
well,
it's a bridge too far.
Well, nerds probably don't know what harems are. But yeah, I mean, so you know, Superman's heritage is totally forgotten. You know, what the heck? At least in even in ZSJL, you know, it all kind of still works together and all that. They talk about the Kryptonian, and that's another thing here. I'm just going to go on another rant. ZSJL is like the best fucking superhero movie, in my opinion, ever. Because you have to watch Man of Steel and you have to watch BBS Ultimate Edition to, you know, to really understand the greatness of what the hell happened in ZSJL.
Yes, Bad Dan and Socks. But just keep going, Necron.
Okay.
I keep trying to
I'll put it
say
up.
Yes, and you know what I'm saying?
No, I'm just saying, you know, ZSJL was basically going to set up, and you talked about this earlier, so I'm going to bring it up, a Lord of the Rings type of trilogy for WB. I mean, it was really going to be something special that's never been done, really, in any other superhero movie, but they pulled the rug out on it, of course, and they couldn't. They just don't want to carry through with the vision, the success that was going to come their way, because you know they're thinking short term.
Yep.
They just want to throw out these fast burger superhero movies, you know, eaten all summer, forgotten by the fall. This is It doesn't resonate. When the credits were rolling in ZSJL and Hallelujah was playing, dude, I was so overwhelmed, dude. I was just like, wow,
man.
This was something, you know. It resonated in my mind and in my body.
Yeah,
Maybe
bro.
you can call me a big old nerd and this and that because, you know, I felt that way, but I did. I was like, this was just beyond, you know, a good superhero movie. This was fucking a masterpiece film.
Yeah, bro.
Leading into more masterpiece. So anyway, answer Stock's question. I
yes, bro. Cause look, it says, you know, did Superman's parents actually say go enslave women and make them? Yes.
They did.
And it was like, yo, if they don't want to listen, you know what I'm saying? Just take them, you know? I mean, I don't know what else that meant. I mean, Necron, is that what you heard? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly what I heard.
Because that's what I heard. You
Make
know what
them
I'm
your
saying?
harem, and you
Yeah.
become their basically. I can't
You
remember.
you go become
what they
yeah,
said,
like
but
you
like you're
become
gonna
their
be the
king.
king
You know?
of the planet.
Yeah.
That's what you're gonna be.
Cool. You know?
Yeah.
Crazy, bro.
Now that was kind of like something in
Oh my god, bro.
the Man of Steel arc from John Byrne, but it's more textured, it's more layered to it because he actually had the whole Krypton thing in his comic, and they did say something like, you would be basically like a god among people, but
Yeah.
he through 5 issues or whatever, or maybe even in the regular Superman comic, I can't remember. He kind of just said, nah, I'm not going to be doing that, But
Yeah.
I still love my heritage, but that's not how I feel the best way to do this with my powers. So anyway, so because I heard some people, well, they said it in the comic. They said, yeah, but it's not exactly like the way they presented it in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I always say it's kind of like that thing where with the female Silver Surfer, how they be like, oh my god, like well, it happened in the comics, and it's like, yeah, but that's not the known interpretation. You know what I'm saying? Like
for the new one,
yeah, like of
that's
of that character, right?
that's
And
deep diving, and most of the people are going to see
exactly,
that, and they're going to go, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah,
So,
I just don't think that you do that with Superman's parents. In live action.
Thank you for the correction, Leon. 6 issues, the Man is Steel.
Especially since I mean, we haven't even gotten that many versions of Superman of his parents because we didn't see his parents in Returns, right? No,
I don't
right?
think so. No.
So it's just been the Marlon Brando version,
Marlon Brando,
and then now with Kevin Costner, right? So or no, Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe and his wife.
Right? So,
Yeah. And Russell Crowe is maybe that's why he just kind of sidestepped having his Jor-El have any meaning, because Russell Crowe's interpretation is probably goated. You can't. You can't.
See, but that's my problem, right? That's my problem, Necron. It's like, why does this shit exist then? Right? Like, if you can't do better than what we were already getting, and you're gonna have to stay away from all these topics, like Superman's parents, for Christ's sake, right? Like his fucking Kryptonian heritage. It's like, what's going on?
Why? What was all this for? We it's like shrinkflation, right? We're paying the same price, but everything's just smaller and grander. And writing and everything is like, well, no.
Bruh,
I want the real thing again. I know the real thing was better.
Yep. I used to love getting burrito supremes from Taco Bell.
Yeah.
They're so much smaller now, bro.
Everything's smaller.
They're so much smaller now. It's like it's crazy.
Necron, I'm talking in third person, been buying fast food since the late 70s. I've seen it with my own eyes. Wow, everything is this small. Like, wait a minute. And now they're doing that to our DC. We're getting a shrunken, smaller version. When we had greatness, and I wanted a couple of my friends to come on that were like really like this movie, and I know why, because they're total comic book people, and I get it, because there's a lot of comic bookiness in this movie, there's no denying that, you're getting a kind of a full-fledged real life DC universe, but yeah, you are,
okay,
you're getting that. But it did.
I got a question, Nick Ryan.
It got cut so many corners to get there. Yeah.
I got a question there, Grind. Right?
Yeah.
This is like real talk, right? I'm asking you a question. You take the
Tell him,
Justice
Joker.
Gang, bro. Right? And he said it's funny Superman almost suffocated.
But he's chilling on the moon with the dog. Hey, they should
Damn it, man. It makes no sense, bro.
It
It makes no
Super
sense,
Dog. The
bro.
dog's saving the day left and right anyway.
Why does he
Costco.
need oxygen in space, bro? Anyway, right? I don't know. But look, what was I saying?
remember finish your thought before I get.
Wait, I don't even remember my point now, man. I just lost it. Damn
You
it.
remember this classic part?
Oh,
Okay, go ahead.
That was my
remember
point.
mine.
Necron. You could take the Justice Gang, bro. You could take everybody you wanted to take or whatever, right? And roll them all up into one. Mr. Terrific, all that shit, right? That is not better DC than the fucking history lesson in ZSJL, bro. I will take that little 5-minute stretch, bro.
For sure. Oh yeah.
Over this entire fucking movie, dog. That's DC to me, bro. So it's like, I don't care about the comic bookiness because that shit was hard as hell and it was just as comic booky. You know, it was the Atlanteans, bro, the Amazonians, the Green Lanterns and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fighting amongst the lands of men against the forces of apocalypse.
Way more epic.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Young Darkseid pulling up, dropping. Come on, man.
Oh, at least they explained it, too.
Crazy, bro.
It made sense. They explained it. It wasn't just, hey, this is going on. We're going to drop you in the middle of it.
Did they tell you, hey, there's this history of all these fucking things happening on the planet? Or did they show your ass? Hey, back in the day, look at what the fuck happened. Fucking Darkseid pulled up on Earth. You know what I mean? And shit was wicked. Man.
Oh, it was so good, too. I mean, that... Again, the best superhero movie ever made. ZSJL. If you haven't seen... And that's another thing that pisses me off. They are suppressing that movie in the U.S. by just leaving it on HBO Max.
Yeah, bro. They know, bro. They know.
They know. If this gets out to wider people, they're going to be all, fuck this shit. We want the sequel to this.
Thanagarians, bro.
HBO Max does not have the reach of a Netflix. Not
at
close.
all, bro. And they barely even marketed it, man.
Yeah, what they do, like run a couple commercials the day before, and that was it.
And then just put the trailers up, bro, on their smaller channel.
Yep.
The HBO Max channel. Never put it up on their Warner Brothers one.
Hey, dude, I'm with you too, Tone. I want Sydney Sweeney for Power Girl. That's my fucking choice. That would get me into theaters. Oh, by the way, I didn't pay for this movie. We had movie money tickets, so I didn't put my hard-earned money towards it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, China's taking it out. Yeah,
but it's a success though, Negron.
It bombed. Yeah, the fans promoted ZSJL. That was true. Zack Snyder's Army promoted that one. Yeah, so let's talk about that. They're saying, in America, I'm not going to say it's a flop, but I'm going to say it's a moderate hit. It's not what they wanted it to be.
Yeah,
that's for sure. But
in terms of opening, it is a moderate hit. But the problem is
it's Superman.
Yeah, and there's one more problem, Necron.
Let's hear it.
This movie got 2 weeks to make money. And that's it. Bruh, that's it.
2 weeks.
That's it, man.
To get to that billion, huh?
Bruh, 2 weeks, bro. When Fantastic Four come, look, they already were taking this shit out for Jurassic World, and they were taking it out of IMAX screens for fucking Jurassic World. They've been taking it out for F1 in all kind of other countries. China is fucking snatching it out, right? So, in terms of the opening, that's a cool opening for a summer, you know what I'm saying, blockbuster type movie.
Yeah, yeah.
But the issue is this movie has 2 weeks to make money because fucking Fantastic Four is coming out, and that's it.
And it's expected, it's the launch of your cinematic universe. It's not just a typical little.
Bruh.
This ain't Shazam opening in late August or whatever. This is like they want it.
Bruh, if this movie hits 500 million, I'm gonna be surprised, bro. I'm so serious.
Joker
I'm gonna be
said
shocked,
he heard
bro.
it has to hit 700 million just to break even.
It's more than that, Joker.
It probably is.
It's more than that, Joker.
With all that
I
marketing,
promise you.
woo.
I promise you it's more. I promise you it's more.
Now, see, if they were smart, they would have had them eating some Superman Dairy Queen freezers or whatever they're called. Get some of their money back from.
He should have been doing a commercial, like during the movie. You know what I mean? Like, yo,
Lois Lane
Dairy
or somebody
Queen.
should have been walking in with them, putting them prominently in the camera.
I get my
Wayne's
vitamin
World
C.
style.
go, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He should have literally been doing commercials
Because
throughout the movie.
that's another thing that haters never like to talk about is Zach paid off almost all his movie with product placement in the movie before it even hit the theaters.
Which is why all of this whole that's why this whole it didn't make money thing is so ridiculous, right? And even Greg Silverman, and you had people literally like arguing with Greg Silverman, trying to say that, oh yeah, but just because he said it made money doesn't mean that all the producers felt it made money. I was like, what? He's one of the producers, like, so you're gonna like who? It's crazy, bro. How you gonna tell one of the producers that it didn't make money, and he's telling you that he did, and he's the one that got paid off doing the movie? You're arguing with the dude that got paid.
A lot of weird language.
Who don't even work there no more, Necron. He don't even work there no more. He got no reason to lie. He's just interested in telling the truth.
There you go. When you ain't got no reason to lie, that's when you're gonna get the truth right there. Okay, this is from Leon because he's gonna set the record straight. Let me set the record straight. That bullshit with the Kryptonian parents is strictly a gun creation. Yeah, I believe that's why I said that too. It wasn't like literally said like take over, take wives, spread, take. They were more like this thing like, hey, you're gonna be like something special there,
Yeah.
He's gonna because I think the wife was worried about his safety and all that, and that's where he said that. But you are totally correct. They're twisting that into saying, oh, it's from the comics. It's from the comics.
Yeah.
And it's not like that. Take over, take wives, spread your seed, take women, have a harem.
Have a harem. Crazy, bro.
Dude. Come on.
Harem. Why are we talking about harems
in a Superman movie?
In a Superman movie, bro. And grooming. He also brought up grooming too, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, right? I didn't even think of that angle.
Crazy, bro. Why are we thinking about why are these things in a Superman movie, Necron?
Hey, did you find it kind of jarring? This movie is so silly and moving along kind of, it's a silly romp. It's like, okay. And then Lex Luthor just...
And it's like get shot in the head.
Blow this dude's heads out. What is the tone of this movie?
Bruh, I was just about to say that, Necron. I swear on everything, I was going to cut you off like, and then somebody gets shot in the head. Like,
he just blows this dude's head out. And I'm like... Okay.
Oh my God, bro. I'm like, wow, bro. What?
There you go. See, Leon remembers it to the T. I didn't remember everything, but I know it wasn't exactly what they were trying to say. Yeah, the tone is all over the place.
Crazy.
That
Like then somebody gets shot in the
and I
head,
mean,
bro.
this dude
Crazy. On camera,
Superman
dog.
bumps into somebody, and this dude snatching him off the street like ice. Sorry,
Bro,
just making a little joke,
wait,
but
Necron.
and kills the guy because he
Necron.
bumped into him.
Wait,
like what? This makes no
hold on,
sense.
bro. Real quick, right. I need you guys to understand that everything that I'm about to say is in the same movie. Okay? We got Superman saving kids. We got Superman saving squirrels.
Mhm.
Right? We got lovable, wholesome moments with Krypto. All that, right? We also got Supergirl calling Superman a bitch.
Yep.
We got somebody getting shot in the head. We got
Point blank.
terms like harem and grooming and all types of shit in this movie. It's like, what is going on here, bro? What is going on here, bro? Who is this movie for, bro?
Are you required to drop acid and just go with it when you see it?
Get the toy. Tell me y'all didn't, bro. That shit was weird, bro.
And, and I'm not some uptight guy, but I also understand movie tone. This is all over the place. It's like, whoa, what are you trying to make? Get the toy.
Get that shit was eerie, man. Krypton,
yeah,
get the toy. What?
And they say, oh, Zach, you're so dark. And I'm like, hey, at least our Lex Luthor might have been a little unhinged, but he was actually still a genius too.
He wasn't 1A, 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 1A.
He wasn't calling some guy.
And they just said, "Oh yeah, huh? Yeah, right, Lex." Like, bro, what's going on?
This guy actually Jesse Eisenberg concocted a whole fucking scheme. That was pretty fucking clever to make it all the pieces fall into place. This dude apparently just cloned Superman, and that's his big.
This movie's like Man of Steel for dummies, bro. It's like,
yep.
they tried to explain every single thing that was happening. Wait a minute, I can't remember it because it was so dumb. Didn't they have like a little moment where like they tried to like frame Superman and make it look like he did something bad too? It's just like the whole Capitol building scene. I could have swore something like that happened.
The chat, do you remember?
Right? Didn't something like that happen where it was like they tried to like set him up and then I can't remember, man. And I was just sitting there, I was like, man, this shit, because that's what kind of made me think. I was like, bro, this shit is Man of Steel for dummies.
Yeah. And that's like, but I go back to my point earlier when I said, like one of my random buddies, and I was like, yeah.
Man of Steel BBS, yep. There you go. What were you saying, Necron?
It was like when I was saying earlier, like someone asked me about if they wanted to see this movie, and I would probably say, just judging, like if they just wanted to see a summertime goofball movie, yeah, it's fun, right? It's fun, even though it does have some crazy tone issues. It's fun, Ace Ventura: Pet Detective is fun too. That's fun.
Yeah. Great point, bro.
Talking butt, all that stuff is fun, but it's not really.
Do you have a mint? Perhaps some Banaka?
Exactly. I get it. People want to have fun at the movies and all that, but I am sorry, dude. Zack Snyder spoiled me. He spoiled me. I expect more, and
facts, bro.
I'm sorry. I'm not gonna take less. I know a downgrade when I see it. This is a downgrade.
This is a fucking downgrade, man.
Like
yes,
you guys are saying, like Leon said, it really is Man of Steel BBS for goofballs. It's like,
and look, Cinevics right. Yeah, it's when he was over in that other country. Right, he was over in another country, and they were like, "Oh yeah, you can't be over there acting all unilaterally." And I was like,
"Where did we?
Bro, are you fucking serious, bro?" I was like, "Are you serious, dog?" And then when he gets arrested, I was like, "Are you serious, dog?" Like really, the whole, bro. And this is just the way they turned on him instantly after all that time, bro.
Like at least hear the man out. They're all throwing fucking cans at his head over one thing. Lex Luthor said.
They hadn't even said what happened yet, bro. All it said was Superman's a fraud or whatever, right? That's all that the shit said. Why are the people turning on him that just got their lives saved?
Yeah, good point.
When all they saw was a headline, right? And they're just looking at Superman like,
You really?
really? I'm
Like
like, bro,
that?
he just saved y'all lives.
He's over here saving dogs and squirrels and and everyone else. But yeah, one bad headline and they're like ready to fucking hang the guy. It was just
Why are you so hostile? I turned myself in. Bro, that was obviously some police. I was like, look, man, bro, I was trying not to look at this movie in Necron like for what it was, but like, yo, this movie's super fucking woke, bro. Like, why are you doing this, man? Why are you why are you brutalizing me? He just doom, slamming his head in the pavement. You know what I'm saying? Hey, stop resisting. I'm like, bro,
I didn't even catch them saying that.
yeah, bro.
Oh no, I didn't catch that.
Dude, it was
Oh.
crazy, man. This movie, dog. I was fucking done, man. I was done. Stop resisting. They're like, well, come on, man.
Yeah, I like how
Look at
Lois
Rick
Lane,
Flag.
fucking could fly Mr. Terrific's like little ship. Like, I'm an expert now. Oh, and they tried the funny scene, and you saw that coming, where she was gonna fall off the building, and then, of course they were gonna come flying away.
Right?
Yeah. That,
I was done, bro.
dude, how do we go from Goyle to this type of writing? It's just like, dude,
I don't know, man.
like
I don't know, bro. This seems like sabotage to me, bro.
we subscribe to Skywalker's channel to see backstories of sabotage and proving conspiracies. If they're proven, are they even a conspiracy anymore? No, they're realities. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Pocket universe, y'all. Wait, and that's something too that I really do want to keep harping on. James Gunn was so set on taking shots at the Snyder fandom.
Oh God, yeah, dude.
In this movie, and that's also why, I think that it didn't end up working out at the end of the day. It's like, bro, focus on making your movie, bro. Don't throw shots at the Zack Snyder fandom in the fucking movie. You think you can fly my ship, cracker? That's how fucking Mr. Terrific sounded. He really sounded like Robert Downey Jr. in Tropic Thunder. As soon as somebody said that, I was like, oh my God, I can't unhear it because that's exactly how he sounded. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. That's I enjoyed the Justice Gang, but that was pretty dumb, making him talk like that and sounding like that.
Because you really enjoy the Justice Gang, or did you enjoy Nathan Fillion and Mr. Terrific?
I think I enjoyed Nathan Fillion more.
Because Hawk Girl, bro.
Hawk Girl is just there. She was just there to screech. She was just a screecher.
Bruh, that screeching was insane. I felt so bad for her, bro. I felt so bad.
They could have did her better than that.
Hawk Girl looked terrible, dog.
Dude,
that was terrible, bro.
CW Hawk Girl looked better.
That was terrible. That was absolutely horrendous, bro. That was absolutely dirty. Yeah, that was absolutely. And I feel
look
so
how
bad
good
for her,
Hawkman looked in Black Adam.
Facts.
He looked great, dude. He looked great. You couldn't even halfway be there. Dude, what was the costume budget on this movie? $50? I mean, what's going on? Why were the costumes so bad?
Bruh, that shit was keeping James Gunn's hair white. That's where all the budget went, bro.
Oh. They did say, right, there's a 4-hour director's cut of this movie. If you
think I want to watch 4 hours of this bullshit, bro? There's anybody in there where I almost said cotton picking mind, bro? Think I'm about to watch a 4-hour cut of this movie, dog? 4 hours?
Hey, we would just might have to get get the
Necron.
complexity.
No,
The complexity.
Bro, nah, bro. I will stay a pleb, bro.
No,
He
I
said
wouldn't say
Mr. Terrific was talking jive. Necron. Am I lying, bro? Tell me I'm lying.
You remember that scene from Airplane? He would have fit right in with those two brothers that were talking jive. I mean,
bro.
it was like
exactly, bro.
79 kind of like.
Bro.
I don't want to say too much, but
Good
Lord, it was
driving
like,
on me. Don't be driving on me, cracker. Get your hands off me. I'm Mr. Terrific. God damn it.
What you guys?
Get your hand out of my pocket.
I was like, oh no. So I saw that shit after you guys said that, because every time you talked, I just couldn't get that out of my head, dude. I was there laughing, and my wife was like, "What?" And I just...
Fucking Mr. Terrific, bro. He sounded like Robert Downey Jr. in Tropic Thunder. I swear he did. Drive turkey ass, bitch. Drive turkey ass, bitch. I'm Mr. Terrific, god damn it.
I like.
Don't you understand me?
Was he from the
Go sit in that
70s?
corner.
Like, what
I got
happened
these
here?
teaspoons here, bitch.
Don't question Mr. Terrific, bitch. This is too much, dude. Too much.
Crazy, bro.
Yeah. Why? Well, why? Well, we know why. James Gunn. Black people talk like they're from the movie The Car Wash from 1975.
Right.
Like, dude,
That's
what's
the
like,
car
what are you
wash.
doing? Everybody's jive talking. And,
Car wash. He said the old school car wash, right?
yeah,
100%,
not the
man.
Ice Cube and all that. I'm talking
He said, nah.
70 millimeter,
Bruh.
Panavision, whatever.
Don't you remember when we saw the pictures of his suit and we thought that it was going to be like a retro futuristic kind of metropolis?
Yeah.
And it's not.
Not at all. Not at all. I thought like maybe they were trying to do like where you couldn't really figure out like the time of the movie, like
Yeah.
which might have worked better, but of course they didn't.
Fantastic Four is about to do something like that.
Yeah, retro future.
With like
it looks like
the 60s, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but they have like badass technology. But that's what I thought they were doing, because remember, no, it's very contemporary.
Nope.
For some reason, Mr. Terrific is stuck in 1976. I don't know why, but yeah,
yeah, man. Nah, his afro, yeah. I just saw that too. Yeah, no, his afro definitely had us thinking it was was like a retro futuristic thing
for sure. And I was like,
100%.
Okay, maybe
simply off of his afro.
Maybe they were trying to I thought back then, like, are they trying to do like a Superman the movie, type of thing here,
I was like, bro, there's no way that's like in modern times. That afro and those sideburns look ridiculous in modern times.
Yeah.
Right? There's no way he's gonna do it. There's no way. But not only did he go and do that, hey, maybe Mr. Terrific was gonna be from the 70s.
Maybe.
And maybe he was like a time traveler at like one point, and he just came into the future. I don't know. And he
got
stepped out, right? Yeah. I don't know. Maybe because
they never explained it.
Because those sideburns and that afro was unforgivable.
Tone said he looked
that
like
accent,
from a 70s Pam Grier
bruh.
Yeah,
Jackie Brown, bro.
Mr. Terrific thought he was Shaft. I don't know. It's funny. That so that was another problem.
Dolomite, bro. Why does he look like Dolomite, dog? Go ahead, man.
So I mean, this movie asked a lot of the audience to do what they called suspend your disbelief.
Yeah, man.
So basically, 100%. Like a lot of movies, ask that in certain parts, just to make the plot work. You get it. I mean, Superman basically asks you for like from the first frame to the last frame to suspend your disbelief, because if you don't, you're gonna have a lot of questions. You're gonna have a lot of questions. Like wait a minute, what about this? What about that? And let's talk about the portrayal of Superman himself.
Mm.
Did you really feel that this was someone? Not talking about Corn Sweat as a person or anything. This is James Gunn's movie. You got to remember,
Yeah.
we're not picking on the
Mm-hmm.
actors. This is his vision. Why? Why is Superman the least super person in the Superman movie?
I don't know, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy, right? Like he says that it's 3 minutes since he lost his first fight, but then you just see him getting his ass beat throughout the rest of the movie. Nobody gets as beat up as Superman does in this movie.
No, not anybody from the Justice Gang. Not anybody from Lex Luthor's team.
Bro, I can barely remember Mr. Terrific even getting touched in this movie.
Didn't the engineer take him out in the baseball field
Maybe.
or something? I think.
I don't know. That might have been it, bro.
Yeah, I think that was the only
I
time.
barely even remember him getting touched. And
Mr.
then he
Terrific,
like
is he
came
a
right
meta,
back
or
even
he's
after
just
that.
Smart? He's just
Bro,
smart, right?
I don't know, bro.
I don't
because,
really know the Mr. Terrific, fucking lore. I can't say.
Bruh, but it seemed like both, right? It seemed like he's supposed to be a human, but he also, I don't know, man.
Someone in the chat let me know, because the only time I really seen Mr. Terrific was like in the Justice League, and he was just like super smart, the animated and all that.
He is not supposed to be a metahuman, bro.
Yeah, he's just a genius.
And he has his T-spheres and his mask, and he got technology, but he's not a metahuman. But in this, he seemed to have some extra durability, especially in that scene.
He was
You know what I
doing
mean?
some Batman-esque fighting, flipping around and doing all that. I was like, wow, I never saw Mr. Terrific go off like that. Hey, at least in the CW, he had some dreadlocks, right? His hair was braided or something. He didn't.
Every time he would go out, his hair would be braided.
Yeah, it was a. That's right. He had it in a fro, but when he was Mr. Terrific, he looked fucking cool. I stepped away. Who's Mr. T?
He said, Mr. T? Yeah, man. We talking about Mr. Terrific, bro.
Yeah, we're trying to do you know the backstory of Mr. Terrific, Leon? We were asking
he's not supposed to be a metahuman, but he did seem a little more acrobatic in this one.
Later, Tone. Have a good one, dude.
Peace out, Joker NYC.
Joker, cool dude. He's a comic book guy too. So,
all right.
Hell yeah. Yeah, see, he's a non-meta, but he was doing almost Spider-Man meta-isk type of fights in that scene. But whatever. I'll let that pass. I'm not gonna harp on that. Olympic level athlete. Okay.
Instant hair braided. Nah, I actually like that though. Instead of this whole fucking, I don't know, man. That afro, dog.
Oh, it's just hard to take it serious. I'm not gonna harp on it, but he sounds like a superhero from the '70s. It's an odd choice, but it's James Gunn. It's him, Lex, Bruce, Ray Palmer, etc. They're like the top geniuses on the planet. Gotcha. So, in conclusion, how do you feel about the future of the DCU?
Honestly, man.
Yeah.
Bro. And as I had stated during my review, when I went into watching this movie, bro, I legit cleared my mind, bro. I made sure I was having a great morning, you know what I mean? Had a great breakfast, bro, cup of coffee, you know what I'm saying? All that, right? And it's like by the end of it, I wasn't a fan. But I'll say this. Going forward, bro, I don't know what the upward trajectory of this thing can possibly be. Because, bro, if what I'm saying is true, which I think it is, that this movie has 2 weeks to make money, right? That whatever it's going to make in 2 weeks, bro, it's like, I said the same thing when it came to one of my favorite video games of all time, Titanfall 2. It got placed right in between two other first-person shooters, Necron. One came out the week before, the Battlefield game. The one that came out the week after was a Call of Duty. You know what I'm saying? The one in the middle got hurt the most. And even though that game was the best in quality out of those three, that franchise is dead now because of that one thing of like when that game came out, right?
Its position. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so with Fantastic Four and Smurfs and I Know What You Did Last Summer and all this, I mean, you know, that stuff is this weekend. Bruh, if Smurfs has a big weekend, which it totally can.
Smurfs totally can. Those kids' movies, man,
you know
they blow up.
Yeah, bro.
Make money, dude.
You know, and that's a real family movie. Like I can't even classify this as a family movie. Like,
nope.
It is at certain parts, but then you also got people getting randomly shot in the head, bro.
Point blank.
You know what I'm saying? Point blank. Right?
You know, I don't want to sound like I'm being an old nitty. Like, oh my god, they shot someone. It's not that.
No,
it's just the tone. The tone is super kiddie from like, and then out of nowhere,
it's literally Spy Kids. Leon was absolutely right. This movie feels like Spy Kids, bro. You know, that early shot, bro, when Lex is walking through the Fortress of Solitude and that piece of shrapnel goes right by his eye, bro, and then he doesn't even flinch. I was like, yep, this is a fucking kids movie, bro. This is a kids movie, right? And so, you know, yeah, exactly. One song, bro. One Justin Timberlake song, a Rihanna song.
That's how the
you
popular
know what I'm
work,
saying?
Yep.
And it's a rap, right? But
how it will be. Yep.
But yeah, man, bro, with the positioning of this movie, I don't think it's gonna make much money at all. And then here begs the question, right? You think Supergirl is gonna make more money? Right? Like, if Superman didn't make any money,
Supergirl just might do it because it might have a totally different tone. I know. If we're going, you know, Superman, Supergirl by the, you know, it might have some type of Barbie effect. But I know that girl ain't. But I know she ain't the draw. You know.
I feel the thought of it, right? But I don't know, man.
This is one thing a lot of people might totally disagree with me. I think it was a mistake to put Momoa as Lobo. Even though he's perfect for the role, he's too established as Aquaman. And I think that's just weird. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, bro. Look, man. I think... Look, I'm going to be honest. I think the excitement for Lobo with Jason Momoa as Lobo is going to go into this same thing as this Superman hype. I don't think a lot of this shit is real, man. Like, I just don't see it, man. And I do think that that's a mistake to have him as Lobo in this fucking movie, man. But hey, bro, look. All right, we're going to see. You know? You're on mute, Nick Ryan. But yeah. There you go.
Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it'll work. If he was cast as Lobo, you know, like 15 years ago, or you know, whatever, 10 years, it would have been perfect. He would have been perfect. Okay, Mama Bear says people are excited for Lobo Momoa.
Yeah, I don't know. And then she said, people, I mean, that is coming off of the Minecraft, you know, okay. Watch this though.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Is the audience for Supergirl the audience for Minecraft? You know, right?
No.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I I doubt that they're gonna be able to really, really, pull that off, man.
She looks like the okay version of the damn.
Yeah, right. Hey, nah, man. I just don't.
Ooh.
Hey, nah, man. Nah. I'm trying to put myself there, bro. But if like Supergirl has always done less numbers than Superman, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's like I don't know a world in which Supergirl would outgrow Superman, bro.
You should have did
You know
that
what I mean?
Batman movie. That's what you should have did.
Right?
I mean, if you want money,
Maybe
Batman.
that.
Batman. I mean, it doesn't even have to be the Batman too. You could have did your what is it? Batman and Robin.
The thing about this, bro, he is so unable, like he's so scared of like stepping on certain things that he's probably about to cast fucking Donna Troy as Wonder Woman, bro. Crazy.
No, we don't want Donna Troy as our
Right?
Wonder Woman.
But just think about that, bro. Movie wise, there's only been one interpretation. So y'all be doing like 5 people. I'm like, bro, I don't know, man. Dude, I don't. The Supergirl thing, man. I don't see it. You know.
Wonder Girl. Yeah, well, I mean, in reality,
I
probably
was,
gonna bomb.
I was gonna ask something. If this movie makes $500 million, bro, right, Necron,
Yeah.
which I think it is a good chance that this movie reaches about $500 million. You know what I'm saying? Total.
Are we talking Superman?
Yes.
Yeah.
Then what's the
500 million is not what they're going for, man.
No, I know. That's my
know
point.
this. Yeah.
Right? So if they get 500 million for Superman, what's the man?
Well, let's be real about Lobo. Who really knows who fucking Lobo
is, bro.
Outside
The main
DC
man. Don't nobody know, bro.
fans.
Don't nobody know who the main man is, bro.
I love Lobo, but no, I mean, outside of the DC Comics world,
he was in like 4 or 5 episodes of the Justice League cartoon, bro.
Yeah.
Maybe. That's probably pushing it. You know what I mean? He was like 4 episodes, bro.
Great character, and I love him. Of
cool.
course, I like, fucking
good side character.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
But outside of DC fandom, and we're talking not the movie fans, I'm talking, you go into comic shops and buy comics, and maybe some of the hardcore television show watchers. The mainstream don't know who Lobo is. They're gonna be why is Jason Momoa look like a goth guy?
This weird ass guy on a motorcycle.
Yeah.
Where in the hell is Aquaman, bro?
What happened to Aquaman? He went goth. He went metal. What's going on? That's what most people are gonna think. I swear. Aquaman, what happened to you?
He's gonna get on screen like, woo!
I mean, because we all know it. He basically played a Lobo-esque Aquaman in these movies,
right?
Not to the T. I'm not saying that, but yes, that's kind of the big, and it worked. But guess what? He is now established as Aquaman.
You know what he gonna have to do?
What?
Come crawling back whenever Zach get the Snyderverse.
Oh,
back.
I can't wait for that.
Right? I can't wait for that shit, bro.
Zach,
He gonna be like, please,
Zach, I'm
sir,
sorry.
may I have some more?
He's gonna Zach's gonna be all, oh, hello, hey Jason, what's up? And Jason's all, hey Zach, how's it going, man? Hey, I heard you're doing that ZSJL 2 and 3, man. So what you got cooking? What you thinking? He's gonna be like, Well, first of all, you got to say you're sorry for working with that bitch ass James Gunn, and then I'll let you back
First, you
in.
gotta say, hey,
He's have to do the humiliation ritual.
you
Okay,
remember
Zach.
that
Yeah.
woo video, motherfucker?
Yeah,
I
dude.
want
What
a
a
double
fucking
woo.
Yeah, I want some double woos. You got to do the 30-minute
Yeah,
extended
man.
woo.
This motherfucker went and just chose the dark. You chose poorly, right? He's a comparing the most popular all-time selling toy starring Margot Fine as Robbie. It's not the same as Supergirl starring okay version of Last of Us. Bro, I'm dead,
You're
bro.
killing me with that okay version.
Oh my god, bro. He said you better woo times
Woo
two,
times two.
bro.
Maestro. The maestro. Man, now I know the bag. Shut up.
So I want that apology in writing, bro. Nah, man.
Yep.
Well, that guy, man, I don't know. Look, it is weird because they're gonna be like, yo, who the hell? Look, and just think about this, right? So it's the DCEU because Peacemaker is still John Cena. And like Margot Robbie is probably still gonna be Harley Quinn or whatever, right? They're gonna try that.
She is.
Right?
Yes,
So all that is still the same. But then Aquaman is Lobo. Like, what the fuck?
It's gonna be confusing.
This
to
is
people,
stupid,
dude.
bro. This is so dumb, bro.
You ever have one of those friends? You know,
Amanda Waller's still the same, but fucking Aquaman is Lobo now.
they come with you
I'm
with
sorry,
one
bro.
of their wacky investments, and they're just like trying to say, no, well, but you're not seeing the thing. I'm like, bro, I am not giving you $100. I'm not giving you $100.
I'm telling you, just give me 100, and I'm gonna give you 1,000 back. You know what I mean?
No.
He'd be like, no, bro.
That's kind of what's going on here. You know, they're trying to sell you this thing. Is this weird? You know, well, John Cena comes back as Peacemaker. I mean, like, is that what the fucking people wanted? You know, you want John Cena back in this new universe? No one cares. No one cares.
But then Aquaman is Lobo. Now, like, what the fuck, bro? What is going on, bro? It's just an alternate universe, right? Where
I don't know where they lost their
Lobo.
mind. You know, Peacemaker was fine as an HBO Max show, right where it belonged. Right where it belonged on HBO Max.
I almost want to cry in that cry. This shit is so fucking stupid, bro.
Dude, why do we have to put up with this stuff?
What fucking timeline are we living in, Necron, where Peacemaker is able to bro, I feel like somebody broke the fucking sacred timeline, bro. What is going on, dog?
We got stuck in the shitty timeline.
We got
dude.
stuck in the shitty universe, dog.
We need to go back Batman had a nightmare fucking world.
We need to go back and fix this shit, dog. Something is fucking wrong, bro.
Austin, you need to know how to figure out this time travel sooner, man.
I am blaming Austin.
Yeah,
you know what?
Austin, get on your cosmic treadmill and fix this shit. I want to see. I shouldn't have to fight for something that's so fucking obvious that it's a hit.
Time out. I'm about to hit you with something, Nick.
All right,
bro. So you know how we've been pointing out that, like, out of several times that we've been doing this, we've she said Austin start running. Right? Out of several times that we've done this thing, we've kind of noticed that at certain times there's been parallels to, like, us with Zach and his movies and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Bruh, don't you remember when the Justice League was supposed to lose? And then it was gonna be a fucked up timeline, and they had to go back and they had to fix everything.
Yep.
And that was, bruh, that's what we're doing, Necron. We lost.
This conversation is going.
We lost, bro. The timeline is fucked up, but we're gonna go back and we're gonna fix it, bro. Because this is crazy, bro. this John Cena Peacemaker, Amanda Waller shit, Clayface movie, Supergirl coming next before Batman and Wonder Woman and all this other shit. Bro, we got Creature Commandos before Wonder Woman. I mean, what the hell is going on, Necron?
That you don't. I mean, you don't watch your new cinematic universe with Creature Commandos. That comes 2 to 3 years down the line as this a little side funny haha show. Did it, dude? Did it blow up? Did it? I'm not. See, people get mad because I'm thinking, no, it's good. I'm not talking about if it's good or not. Was Creature Commandos a big hit?
Bruh.
Was it like a big streaming success? Was it in the top 10 each week?
Listen, bro. Guardians of the Galaxy came out as the 4th movie in Phase 2.
Phase 2?
Yes. So just think about that. That was the 4th movie in Phase 2. So just think about how far we were into the MCU before a fucking Guardians of the Galaxy movie came.
Before they were willing to roll the dice on something a little different, right?
Yep. And on top of that, not only that, but they also didn't have their biggest characters from the jump. So if you re-roll the dice and Marvel had the MCU, or no, I mean, is the X-Men and like the Fantastic Four and Spider-Man, if they had all of those characters from the jump, Necron, imagine how long it would have been before we got a fucking Guardians of the Galaxy movie, bro.
Oh, shit.
Think about that.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have saw Guardians till shit like Phase 4, bro.
Yeah, they just didn't have the characters. They need to start filling
or
in
5.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Bruh, they could have done shit with like the Fantastic Four in one of the phases and the X-Men in another phase. You know what I mean? Spider-Man could have had his own fucking thing. Like, bruh, they would have been doing so much shit before they got to the Guardians of the Galaxy,
so right.
bro.
That's a total 100% facts. Yeah, that would that might have been on their streamer if they're.
That should have been on Disney Plus, dog.
Yeah, that might have been on their streamer because if they had access to every Marvel character they wanted, like DC does.
Guardians would have been on fucking Disney Plus. It would have been an animated fucking show on Disney Plus, dog.
Yep.
James Gunn would have been directing a fucking cartoon, bro. That's real talk. There's no way, bro. It would have just been too many characters. Bruh, they could have had all 3 phases be just the X-Men shit, bro. Honestly, like, if we really want to break it down, there's so much shit with just the X-Men, Necron.
Oh, it's a gold mine of stories. Yeah. Just
Dark Phoenix, Age of fucking Apocalypse, like, you know what I mean?
The whole 80s X-Men was like classic comic book literature, you know. You could just start there and do it. And probably,
man.
Yeah, I don't even know if that gets greenlit. Like you said, it might have been coming out now.
That should have been coming out now, bro.
Yeah, that might have been coming out.
We'd have been just now getting the fucking, you know what I'm saying? Fucking Guardians of the Galaxy. The fuck? Fucking Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. X-Men would have been tearing it up, dude. You'd have X-Men Avengers team-up movies already. Not, Guardians of the Galaxy for sure.
Right?
And you know what? When I saw Guardians, I still said to myself, I like this, but there's a lot of cringe in it. I just, it didn't feel right. I was watching, The Brood versus X-Men, great storyline too, man. It didn't feel like the Marvel movies I had seen prior. Maybe you felt that way. It was, it was like, dude, for my viewers who aren't normal, to me seeing this, I'm usually doing my witching hour stuff.
Oh yeah.
So subscribe to Skiiwalker's
shout out to the witching
channel.
hour.
He connects the dots on James Gunn, the toy collector, um, and it's pretty shocking, but it's like it really does like go, wow, now it all makes sense how we got here with this. It's,
Yeah, bro.
wow.
Yeah, man. Nah, it's all true, and it's crazy because if you don't know these things, you wouldn't really know any better, and it's cool. But like I said, we don't have to deal with mediocrity, bro.
No,
We don't
especially
have
when
to deal with this, bro. There is an alternative,
what is the
and yeah.
alternatives? What you know? Let's get it out there. What's your alternative to like having to deal with this?
Yeah, man. The alternative is selling the Snyderverse to Netflix, man. That is the only thing that is going to be able to bring some sort of like normalcy or epicness back to this thing. And to anybody that's worried about the Netflix angle and not being able to see it in theaters and things, I am here to tell you guys that is not going to be an issue for this movie. And we've been kind of talking about this behind the scenes, but dude, Netflix is about to be in for like a flagship IP because their flagship show is ending pretty soon. It ends
Yep.
this year.
Yep.
Stranger Things is ending. You know what I mean?
That's
So
their big dog. That is their
that's
cash
their big
cow.
dog.
Yeah. Yep.
And I think that they may be up for another cash cow. You know what I'm saying? And they're also looking to have a bigger presence in theaters. So this is the perfect thing, man. And it makes the most sense. It makes the most sense. That way we're not beholden to waiting on Warner Brothers and waiting on box office results and trying to, do while it's closed campaigns and all that kind of stuff. We can just kind of focus on, what we want and what we like, and we could just, have it play out that way, man. And we've been making tremendous progress. We've actually gotten answers from the head of film over at Netflix. We've gotten answers from Zack Snyder. We literally asked him. You know what I'm saying? Like I've asked him. So
Yeah,
yeah,
he has, and he's
er,
gotten confirmation he wants to
yep.
do it if it can happen.
Everybody's on board, man. And yeah, it's just about making enough noise so that people know that hey, there is an alternative. And if you are looking for some good DC, I would really say revisit those movies. See if I'm tripping. Man of Steel, Batman vs Superman, Ultimate Edition, and Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Yeah,
Watch those movies, and I just think that honestly, objectively, they're better films than what this is. Just objectively speaking, like no shade, to anybody's taste, but objectively, these are better movies.
yeah, they got actual plots, arcs. Is
Yeah,
They're better. They're just better. I mean, superior.
better CGI, like
Better
which is
special
crazy.
effects. Yeah, you could tell there's passion in these movies, and you know, not that say James Gunn don't got passion. He got passion, all right.
Yeah,
But
maybe some that might even be illegal.
yeah, woo. But
Woo.
yeah, this campaign, Skywalker and Leon are the spearheads of it. They came up with these hashtags. They've been making noise, and these are the wacky hashtags he was talking about way back when.
Yep.
Mister James Gunn went after us. We didn't go after him.
Think about that.
He went after our fandom.
And then he put hashtagging monkeys in the movie.
Yeah, that was. I can't. What else can? I mean, really? Okay. Is that some type of something that needs to be like magically deciphered or something?
Right?
He had hashtagging
With two
monkey.
hashtags in that grind.
Yeah.
Hashtagging two hashtags, bro.
Zack Snyder Cell Movement. Is literally what our movement is called. I am a part of it. And yes, we can like other things besides Zack Snyder. Don't fucking throw that bullshit at us because it's been proven wrong a million times.
Bro, we was
But
having this conversation the other day, bro. I
you
was
sure
like, yo,
were.
like, bro,
Think about Zack Snyder.
I've been liking movies since I was a little kid, man. Like, what are we talking about, bro?
I know.
What are we talking about? Like, what are we talking about, bro?
I've been loving movies before Zack Snyder even made a movie.
Bro, I was just
Made a
going back and
video.
forth with Dennis earlier about fucking Starship Troopers, because he be tripping. Like,
What?
oh yeah, the book wasn't like the movie. I'm like, bro, I don't care.
I never read the book, but I love that movie.
Exactly, Necron. Right? Exactly, bro.
What's the director's name? Voorhees or
Paul
I forget.
Verhoeven, bro. Yep.
Yeah,
Same
that dude
from,
rules, man. He
RoboCop.
made some
Yes,
badass
bro.
movies.
RoboCop.
See, we do love our directors, man.
Exactly,
RoboCop, Total Recall, Starship Troopers. He was knocking it out of the park, dude. Super violent.
Yeah.
This is fucking great, man.
It's dope, man.
Yeah.
It's
John
not,
Carpenter, all that stuff, man. Come on,
man.
Get out of here with that. I was saying earlier, dude, when you were doing your stream earlier, you know, like people didn't like Batman and Superman, BVS because there were things in there they just didn't like it for whatever reasons. You know, a lot of people fucking hated the end of Empire Strikes Back. It ruined their day to find out that Darth Vader was Luke Skywalker's dad.
Yeah, facts.
They were pissed. They were like, couldn't believe it. Said it ruined the movie for them and this and that. So, let the directors cook and have their arc. Because you know what? The next movie, old Darthy saved Luke Skywalker's ass.
He did.
But you got to see the arc to complete the whole fucking cake. You don't cook a cake halfway and serve it.
Exactly, bro. And then you be like, oh my God, I don't like
This
the way
cake
this
sucks. Well, yeah, it's not cooked all the way. No wonder it's doughy. Cook the fucking cake all the way, then serve it. That's all we're asking for. And we're not even asking you to make it. We're asking another company to do it. We're taking it out of your hair. You ain't got to fuck with us. And you know what? You should let them do it because it'll make all your other shit work that much harder to be better because you need some competition.
Yeah, man. And you need some income.
Yeah. I don't understand why, you're protecting one clown's ass to not make all this money. And it definitely, Sky, if Zack Snyder got his stuff on Netflix, do you really think it's going to go and hurt the DCU, or do you think it actually elevates it just by being in the same company or whatever,
Look, however you want to slice it, what it would absolutely do is give people an actual it would give people something tangible that would let them know that you guys are moving in a more generous and a goodwill fashion with the fan base, right? Until then,
you know what? If you do it, guess what? You're not going to hear while it's closed. All this negative shit.
All that
this goes away. That, I believe. I mean, yeah, you'll have a couple of knuckleheads still, shouting and hooting and hollering about, how much better it is. But I think on our end, and at least, the people in the self movement, we're just going to, enjoy.
For the greater Zack Snyder fan base, and on top of that,
just gonna enjoy.
I just think the overall people, man, if it was more stuff going on and we had more quality things to consume, we wouldn't be as upset.
You wouldn't have streams like this.
Facts.
You would have, and you know what? We could probably stomach a lot of it. I would think easier because we have the good stuff, and then this could just be like your little dollar burger on a
you know what I mean?
Like whatever. I had a good time.
Whatever, right?
But when we want our steaks, we're gonna eat steaks, and that's gonna be the Zack Snyder experience. So
that's what I said, bro. It's because it's a either or thing, right? It's because we're being forced to make that choice. Or they made that choice for us and said, this is what you guys are going to get. Right. And you're going to like it and you're going to shut up about it. And that's not what we want, bro.
Yeah,
That's just not what we want.
That's the worst approach. Is telling people, shut up and like what I'm giving you. No,
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, people are gonna say fuck you and fuck that. No, I'm not. I want what I want. You can't force me to spend my money. That's the one last thing, with
Right.
entertainment. You can't force me. If I don't want to see it, I don't have to see it. I don't have to spend my
Yeah.
money on it. That's.
Bro, it's a true story. My dad was gonna go see it, bro. He was gonna go pay and see it, and I've been online railing about this movie, bro, for months, and he was still gonna go see it. But you want to know when he said that he wasn't?
When?
After that "Where's the Dog" clip came out. It's that first clip, that "Where's the dog, Luthor? Where's the dog?" He was like, "Yo, I'm not going to go see that shit. That looks ridiculous."
I mean, we did see Superman in this movie having temper
tantrums, bro.
More than we ever seen in any other Superman movie. I will say that. Superman does not control his emotions.
I ain't never seen Lois Lane break up with Superman, bro, until this movie.
No, I always saw Lois Lane always having Superman's back.
She broke up with him. Right? She like,
broke up with him because he's yelling at her all the time. She's tired of being in an abusive relationship.
A verbally abusive relationship. Facts, right?
Yeah, you're right, Leon. Why would they? Is this a generational thing? I mean, I don't understand why this was like, hey, let's show this. Him and her arguing.
It's because they spent $250 on marketing that grind. That's why they was like, oh yeah, y'all better push that shit in front of everybody.
But I mean, that's the scene you want to get out there, them arguing.
Think about it, Necron. This movie, because of the clips, it probably made more. Think about that.
Run that by me again. Because of the clips
clips, it probably made more than it was gonna make if they didn't spend that money.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, you're right.
And just think about that; it's still gonna flop.
Oh, shit. I mean, man, who wants to pay a movie to see a bunch of people arguing?
And Superman getting beat up.
I want to see Superman kicking butt. He's Superman. And I want to
by
see Superman.
The engineer. The fuck is the engineer, bro?
The engineer.
Oh my god!
You got the whole world of DC, and that's what you're gonna throw at.
Well, oh my god! Superman can't breathe. Then we go into space where he shouldn't have to breathe anyway, and he's still like, whoa. What?
Okay. What happened there? I still don't get it. He went up in space and to throw up.
And then he just slammed into the ground and he threw up. I don't know, bro.
Are they not made to be in space or something? Did they crap out because of no oxygen?
I don't know, bro. He just slammed into the ground. And
did I miss something? Because I was like,
no, you didn't, bro.
He's flying up there and they're but oh, come on, man. This is now this is my buddy Boj. Mm-hmm. He's excited to see the movie. I don't know if you saw it yet, but we did a whole spoiler.
Yeah.
Watch this after you watch it.
Yeah. Don't. I totally disagree with that comment though. I think that if you look, like it's the same thing with Invincible. I don't watch Omni-Man and say, "Oh, he's a boring character."
No.
Or like it's dull. Like no, you have to make the circumstances around them exciting, right? And kind of dive into other things like their psyche and how they, see the world and all of those types of things. So, yeah, and they do have to overcome something, but sometimes it can be mental challenges as well as, being physically tested, which is why Man of Steel is so dope, because I love that movie, man.
Okay, and let's do a comparison. Some people try to say, well, Clark on the roof of BVS, he lost his cool, when Luthor, showed him pictures of his mother. I'm like, yeah, that's his fucking mother. Not his cousin's dog. I think the severity there is a little different.
Right?
Don't compare that. That's not the same, dude.
Where is she? Right?
Yeah, I mean, the kind of the whataboutisms, are they're hollow arguments. Like, oh, so you're saying this dog that he is, by all tensions of the movie, he doesn't really seem to like.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. But his
oh,
mother getting ready to, get murdered by these guys is, on the same level. That doesn't
right.
work in my book. It
Yep.
doesn't. You can't put that same type of severity on that situation.
It's something else too, and it's funny because people complained about this part in Man of Steel. I actually thought it was very, very interesting. The Jonathan Kent scene with him dying, right? How people always say like, oh yeah, it was supposed to be from like a heart attack or something that Clark couldn't, something that he couldn't control. Like, oh yeah, because he has all the power in the world, but he couldn't stop a heart attack, right? Yeah. I think it's even more interesting what if he could stop it? What if he could have stopped it?
Yeah.
But then his father told him not to. Right? That's much. See how
it would have been unnatural, maybe.
You see how it just changes and it changes the dynamic and it makes it more interesting for me, right? Because now he can live with that. And it's like, how does he process that versus it being something that was just totally outside of his control, right? Because if it's totally outside of his fucking control, then he really shouldn't be tripping about it, right? But if he could have done something,
yep,
then he has to live with that, right? And that cry, like, damn,
that's a heavy severity.
Did I make the right choice? Right,
and that's still what he had to do. In Clark's mind, in Man of Steel, I guess we have to explain that scene to people sometimes. Why Kevin Costner told him no, because you know why? He was a 16, 17-year-old kid. Yeah, I know he didn't look like that in the movie, but come on, get real. He was supposed to be 16, 17, and he would have been exposed to the world.
Exactly.
Who he was if he went and helped him at that moment.
Exactly.
And that was a father's love for his son. He sacrificed his own life so his son wouldn't have to live with that.
Crazy.
How can you not get that? How can
exactly, bro? Right?
Why can't have you never loved someone and you made a choice you hated, but you did it for them because you loved them and it was the best choice? It was the best choice to make it that split this second moment. He didn't want his son's life to get turned upside down and ruined. The government come in.
I was about to say government come in and
would have been
snatch him.
All over his
ass.
He
don't even have his powers like that, bro.
Yeah.
He didn't even know what he could do.
Yeah, you're on it now. Like Spider-Man blaming
himself
for Uncle Ben's death. Yes.
Thank you, bro. See?
Yes.
Look, but they'll be sitting here. He said people are assuming his abilities in that scene, but we don't know if he has super speed. And even then, using super speed might have killed him.
Yeah.
Either way, he was going to be exposed. Yep. Exactly, bro.
Either way, he was going to be exposed. You are correct. And, that's another one of, what about this? What about that? His dad knew what the best choice was. He was his dad.
And
some people don't.
Wasn't he right, Necron? Because what happened when they fucking... because what happened when they found out about Superman?
He was in the handcuffs next day.
He's in handcuffs the very next day, bro.
So what if that happened to him when he was 16,
17? And then Zod comes down when he's 16, right? Because if they find him, they probably go find the ship.
Oh yeah, yeah. All
right,
that gets exposed. Yep.
And then all that shit gets exposed, right? The fucking ship turns on, Zod comes down, Superman's 16, and then all of a sudden, where'd you grow up? On a farm is even worse because he's literally on the farm.
Oh man,
bro, right?
Wow.
Crazy.
It's hard, we have to like literally spell it out for people who didn't quite grasp the gravitas of that scene.
Gravitas.
It was heavy,
Facts,
man.
Bro. Yep.
Yeah. Yep. There you go.
They was already about to start snitching on him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Why do you think he went in that? Like he became a wanderer and in hiding and all that. He wasn't sure.
Oh my God!
It was such a great movie. But will we be talking about Superman the movie, or not that one? I always say Superman L. Will we be talking about that one? 12 years later, probably not.
Absolutely not. Or if we are, it's in the same vein as Batman and Robin, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Bro.
When it went south, bad.
Bro, Hawk Girl, bro, that was unforgivable, dog. I feel so bad for that girl, bro. She was just, I was like, what the fuck is this, bro? And then she just picks up a president of a foreign fucking country and just drops him to his death. Like, what the hell is going on, bro? Superman's killing people. Bro, we had to hear that shit for 12 years, Necron. That Superman was wrong for killing Zod.
So let me get this straight. You brought up a great point. Superman's in trouble for stopping a war. Hawkgirl goes and murders a president of another country.
Just because she didn't like him.
You don't think that's going to cause some issues? Just because, he's working with Lex. Yeah, guess what? Putin works with the Iranians and all them too. We can't just go.
Yeah, he's fucking drop him off a fucking building or from the sky. What are we doing, bro?
Might be some international
ramifications. You know what I'm saying?
I never even really thought of it that way, but yeah.
This is real talk, bro.
Like, what? That is true. Like, wait a minute. You were so worried about him preventing a war. She just murdered a president of another country.
I'm not Superman. And then she fucking did her sound again, bro. I'm like, what is this, dog?
Dude, they were trying to do, I think Leon said this, the fucking Sam Raimi, I mean, fucking, hot girl fucking camera thing.
That's crazy, bro.
I was like, dude.
That shit was crazy, Necron.
I did laugh at that,
But
I didn't like Superman being punk so much, He's like telling them, okay, let's try to not kill it, and what they do, they go kill it. Like, no one fucking takes Superman serious.
Nobody listens to Superman, bro. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. Bitch ass. Bro, that's why Leon said, I understand why Carr called him a bitch at the end of the movie.
No, well, yeah, like, it does make sense.
He's just like, yo,
Do you imagine her?
You ain't got the juice like that,
Henry
bro.
Cavill Superman like that? You would have been like, whoa,
excuse me?
Yeah,
excuse me, young lady.
Have a conversation, girl.
Excuse me, young lady. Right.
Apologize,
bro. Oh my God, bro. That scene, bro. Like, oh my God, we owe him an apology. He actually was right. He actually was a good guy. I was like, bro. I was so fucking frustrated, bro. This movie, dog. There's too many
after this
self-inserts,
conversation,
bro.
I'm kind of liking it less and less.
Bro, and you know what's funny? I knew this shit was gonna happen.
I haven't really dissected it. Like,
I was like,
but anyone. Now I'm pointing out all these damn plot holes and ridiculousness. I'm like,
bro, that shit was crazy, bro.
Was I enamored? Maybe I was. Was I pulling a Supergirl that night? I was like, I didn't hate it.
Thanks for watching my dog, bitch. It's like, okay, you know what I'm saying? And then he has to lay down and watch affirmation messages from his fucking, and he's just sitting back smiling like, what the fuck is this? Why is my Superman a bitch, dog?
Listening to I'm a punk rocker, like, what? That's the farthest fucking thing from Superman I ever fucking
Iggy
heard.
Pop.
Yeah. No,
Look
Superman is not a punk rocker. It should never be
oh
mentioned in
my
this same
god,
fucking
bro.
sentence. That's some
What?
dumb James Gunn thing. Oh, see, he's so good. He's punk. Like, and you're so fucking dumb. You're a
Oh
I
my
seen that
god.
thing trying to go around Superman or something. Superman, so, you know, good as punk or something like
Yeah,
that. I'm
bro.
like,
I
dude,
don't like
will you
how they trying
stop
to
this
act
shit?
like, yeah, yeah. It's just about Superman being too good of a person and all, bro. I literally saw somebody trying to say that the people that don't like this movie are like upset with life or some shit. I was like,
No.
bro, I'm so fucking done with you guys, bro. Like, we just can't be arguing. We can't be honest about this movie, bro.
You
Right?
know, yeah, the music wasn't good. That's for sure.
Bruh, I ain't even get to the Pixel River, bro.
Oh, quite honestly, I don't even know what that was. I don't know what was going on there. I was just
Bruh,
like,
fucking,
why
bruh,
is Superman stuck in here? Why can't
bruh,
he just fly out?
him using fucking his his super breath to escape a black hole. What the fuck is going on? He can't get out, but
I'm like, why can't I mean? Do I need a manual to decipher why he couldn't just fly out of that thing? Like, what was it like Krypton sticky or something? I don't know, dude. It was
oh
there,
my god,
there's like I said, suspend your disbelief like from first frame to the end frame because what's up with that? Why couldn't he do that?
bruh, Perry White, bro. I don't know what he did in the movie, bro. I don't know what the fuck Perry White did, bro. He was just like there at the end for
I'm
like
here
no reason.
barking orders.
I'm just
Never been in the
here.
movie
I'm
before.
here with a cigar in my mouth. Right? Yeah.
And, and don't call me chief, even though that's what he's been called like every other iteration of Superman. I don't
Oh
like.
my god, bro.
At least you know Perry White and BBS is out on the ground, you know, trying to save people and help his employees and just.
He said air that can't escape the powerful vacuum of a black hole somehow pushes him away from the black hole. That is scientifically impossible. He used his super breath, dog. Bruh, it's Necron. It's so much shit in this movie, bro. At every fucking turn, dog. You know what I think it was? You was there with your wife. You was having a good time. You know what I mean? And he was like, oh, yeah, you know, hey, it's just some stupid shit. You know, it's all good. I had a great time. And then now you're thinking about it, and it's like, bro, this movie is worse than I remember it being, bro.
Yeah, it definitely is worse than I do remember it. Like when you dissect it, see that's the point. They don't want you dissecting.
They like, bro, just shut up, bro.
They just want you to say, you know, good is the new punk, yay, and run around and like, dude, no,
Hey,
no.
and Mr. Terrific was a standout. Crypto stole the show, right? Ain't that what everybody's saying?
Yeah,
You
crypto.
know?
Go adopt a dog now, or buy this plush figure of crypto. The dog was cute and all that, even though he's not real, it's CGI. But that's that again. That's just what's. It's obvious, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, yeah, most dogs are cute, you know, like yeah. So you're cutting corners by putting, you know, like oh, let's put this really cute dog in the movie instead of making a really compelling story with a plot, you know,
that is absolutely
with
true,
twists
bro.
and turns. There's no twists and turns in this movie.
Bro. He couldn't breathe in space, bro. And then was chilling with Krypton on the moon.
He must have took a super breath. I don't know, man.
Oh my god, bruh. She said if he makes something, the engineer said, "Yo, if he does this, I'm gonna die." And then he does it, and then just some random guy goes over there. She's still breathing. I was like, bro, this movie has no stakes, bro. Bro, they evacuated Metropolis in 30 seconds, dog. They
Oh yeah.
they evacuated Metropolis completely during a montage. That's fucking crazy. That's nasty work right there, bro.
Oh,
That's
oh,
nasty work.
oh, but unlike Henry Cavill, this Superman was flying around stopping buildings from falling down and this, that. Well, I don't know. Henry Cavill was in the middle of fighting a homicidal maniac ready to destroy the whole human race. And it was a race against time to stop it. Like, why do you get these comparisons, dude? Like, what are you talking about?
Think about this, Necron. Lex Luthor's a human, right?
Yeah.
Lex Luthor was able to not only just fight Superman when Superman has superhuman reflexes, right? but able to know exactly what he was gonna do, know exactly what he was gonna do, predict what he was gonna do, call out the commands, have his henchmen put his commands in through the fucking video game sticks. It goes through the Wi-Fi.
I question that too.
And then it goes to Ultraman. It's like, bro, Superman has super speed, bro. How the fuck are you able to perceive what his moves are gonna be? This is so dumb, bro.
Yeah. A1. A1 over the Wi-Fi, through the satellite down. Superman's already knocking him for his fucking 2 or 3 combos by the time that gets through.
And he's like 9X and he kicks him in the nuts. I'm like, bro, what is this movie, bro?
Suspend your disbelief, man.
Bro, this shit was like, bro, some of the fight scenes remind me of like poor version of the fights from Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, right? It's like KO. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that.
Bro,
Yeah,
teeth hitting the fucking TV screen.
Why couldn't we just have Ultraman fighting him? Why did he have to be giving him all these? There's these little, cameras following him around. Couldn't Superman just zap them with his heat vision right off the bat?
That's what I'm saying, bro. I'm saying
why is it? But fucking Super Dog figures it out,
bro. Lex should have had a little virtual reality thing where he was, and he should have been the one in like a suit that was controlling Ultraman. If anything,
yeah, that would have been a little more believable.
That would have made more sense
than
him walking around using all of these cameras, calling out the fucking actions, them having to input them, and then it going through the Wi-Fi. It would have made much more sense if he was just in a suit, in like a big, you know what I'm saying, like a thing from a fucking cerebral looking thing from X-Men, right? Like a big ass domed room or something. Hey, have him be in there in his like little virtual reality thing and just have it be. And even Leon came up with a great idea. He was like, bruh, you just have him doing that, and then that way, when if they could have been making it seem like Lex was the one that was in there, because you're seeing him right come back or whatever, or like you just see him take off the helmet, and it's like, oh shit, it's actually him. And then they go unmask him, and then you end up seeing that like it was a robot or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then it's like, oh shit, it actually wasn't Lex. You know what I'm saying? And then it's the reveal, like for afterwards, like, oh, they could have added in another Corrin Sweat or Cavill or something, man. But
something better.
It just should have been him, bro.
Well, my thinking about that too. Ultraman couldn't barely even put a sentence together, right?
No.
But yet he's going to remember all these complicated moves coming at him in lightning speed. But he can barely put a sentence together. Another flaw. Like, wait a minute, this guy's supposed to be not the brightest bulb on the block, but they're expecting us to. He can remember all these combat moves. Yeah, dude, there's a lot of
1A, 1A, 1A.
Oh yeah, I remember all that, but I can't say hello. Ridiculous.
Brains over brawn, Superman.
That's right. Get him, Crypto. Boy, it's a good thing Crypto understands whistling, or this movie would have been over from the first frame.
That
Anyway,
and get the toy. But go ahead, bro.
nah, I think we dissected it. I don't know
Absolutely.
what else I could say. You know.
Yeah, yeah. I'm good too, bro. This yeah. We
Oh, there you go, Sin. Why didn't Mr. Terrific just hack that Wi-Fi? Yeah.
bruh, why didn't Mr. Terrific fix that message for Clark, bro? Before Lex Luthor came in here and stole that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Or just delete it.
Bro,
For the
why is
broken
it
part. Why just delete
think
it?
about this, right? And they say, "Hey, would you like us to put the message on from your parents?" It always soothes you. And then when it starts fucking up, they start explaining how it got damaged. I'm like, why would you have to explain why, like how it got damaged, if this is something that he's always fucking watching, and it's always done this? If it's always gone off at this one part and gotten fucking tricky, why is it that this time you have to explain? Oh, it's actually damaged from the trip over with your parents.
So,
And I was like, what
Superman,
the
damn, 30 something years old in this movie, and this is the first time he found out. Oh, it was damaged. That's why it's been doing that. I just thought it did that.
Right? Oh my god, bro! A soothing message for Superman.
And remember, we caught this one way back when the robots were all, we are robots. We don't have like no emotions. Oh, he looked at me. Or like you just contradicted yourself within
Crazy.
10 seconds.
Crazy.
Why would she give a fuck if he looked at her if they didn't have any emotions?
Soothing message for Superman. Why does he?
Why does Superman need soothing message from Superman?
Why is he looking like a baby in a bassinet, bro?
True.
Just looking up at the ding 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 ding. It's just looking going around, and he's just sitting there. He's just sitting there. Hold up. Go to sleep, my little baby. He's just sitting there.
30 years old, dude, and he's like, super baby. Yeah, I didn't even thought of that. There's like a big ass crib
big ass crib, bro.
You know what I like to be, dude? I would like to be a fly on the wall when Zack Snyder watches this movie.
Oh my god, bro. Yo,
can you imagine?
Oh my god, bro. I don't think he is, bro.
No.
If I'm being honest, this is probably gonna be one of them Justice League.
Yeah, he ain't gonna watch
it's gonna be one of these Justice League fucking situations. Like, I ain't watching this bullshit.
He's like,
bro.
oh, I had to go to a bowling tournament this weekend. I couldn't.
Bruh, he said, I gotta go ride some horses. No, he said, yeah. He's like, well, I'm gonna ride some horses. Bro, I ain't fucking with this. Superman lullabies.
See this movie made by like one of my writers, fifth writers on the movie.
That's right.
I don't care.
Tell me if I'm lying. What's Superman fucking looking back, bro? Leaning back like this, bro. Smiling, looking up at the fucking and it's just rotating above him like in a baby's crib, bro.
Like he's a baby, dude. Yeah. Oh, mom and dad. I mean, yeah, I get it. You know, you can be in your feels about it, but come on,
man.
Dude.
What like grown ass man does that, dog?
No wonder he's getting beat up. Come on, Superman.
Oh my god, bro.
Can you imagine if this was the Superman that fucking Batflick had to go up against?
Oh, he'd have beat the shit out of him, bro. He'd have beat the shit out of him. Yeah, bro. It wouldn't have been no stopping, bro. Nope. It wouldn't even have been a fight like that. He get his ass beat by the Engineer, bro. Batman is soloing the Engineer, bro. Yeah. Batman is soloing everybody in this movie, dog.
Yep.
Yeah, nah, I'm not, bro. He'd have soloed Batfleck would have soloed everybody in this movie, dog.
Dude, he would have destroyed them all.
You were never
that Lex Luthor. He would have been done with.
Oh my god, we didn't even, bro. Damn it, we didn't even cover the Kents, bro.
Oh, yeah. Let's go ahead and get that. We'll wind down with that because they were part of the film that needs to be covered.
Necron.
Yeah.
I used to live in Kansas, bro.
Uh-huh.
I was stationed at Fort Riley. Anybody that know about Kansas, I was stationed at Fort Riley. That is in between, you got Junction City right there,
Mm-hmm.
Manhattan, Kansas, right near where K-State is at. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Nobody fucking sounds like that in Kansas, bro. Nobody talks like that.
Let me look.
Clark, I can't use the phone. The phone's on the table, hon. Paul Kent, he's over here doing his little knickknacks, and he can't speak English either. Yeah, right? Fucking rednecks, bro.
Dude,
What
they
is
have
that?
been sounding
Oh
like,
my god, bro.
no offense to the people of Alabama or whatever, but they made them sound like living on the Gulf Coast, Alabama, like real rednecky, you know. I and I'm gonna take your word for that because I don't know people in Kansas, but I've been through that part of the South, like Alabama and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that if it was Alabama, I think that might have been a little more believable. But Kansas,
Kansas, bro. I was stationed there, bro. Can't nobody tell me nothing about Kansas. I lived there for years, right? I lived right by the what they used to call it, the fucking Wizard of Oz museum. I used to live in Manhattan, Kansas, called the Little Apple, Necron.
the
You know what I'm
little
saying?
apple. Okay.
Yeah, bro. I lived, worked, breathed. You know what I'm saying? Went out, bro. Was all over Kansas, all over Wichita, bro. All around the place, man. Nobody talks like that, bro. and they for real got the Kents sounding like they live in fucking Alabama or Kentucky or some shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that it's and I seen some things too. Well, he's just that's how people talk, and I'm like, no, they don't.
Not in Kansas, bro.
Yeah, like we were saying, if it's like Alabama or somewhere of that nature, Mississippi, yeah, maybe, but I, dude, on my how could I say this? My sister-in-law's mother, they're from deep Texas, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that would be was that my mother-in-law, or I don't even know how you would say that, but her mother, she's like about maybe like 75, 76,
Mm-hmm.
super southern, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not as bad as the Kents, but super southern.
Yeah.
She knows how to use a phone.
She know how to use a cell
She
phone,
knows it.
bro.
Yeah, she can text. She can send pictures. She can even send what is it, the pinpoint location of where she's at to
Bro,
the
who
text.
can't use cell phones nowadays, bro?
Like, come on, man. Come on.
That was a look to me. That
Again,
was
that's
that was
stereotypes.
a
Yeah.
that was a shot at middle America, bro.
Yeah.
100%. Because people from Kansas do, and Kansas is literally the middle of the fucking country. It's as middle
Yeah,
America
you're right.
as it gets. It's literally the middle of the country, bro. Right? So like, if they don't even sound like that, why would you have them talking like that in that damn movie? I've never met anybody from Kansas that talk like that ever.
James Gunn might be like remembering something from when his younger days when cell phones just came out or something, and older people kind of struggle with them. But
Clark, she's gonna look down at the phone with her hands in the air like this. I can't
how's this
work
work?
this
Is this
phone.
on?
How did you even call him? I
Hey,
don't even understand how you called him in the first place, even though I have an iPhone 16. This is the fucking
those
16th iPhone.
those jokes like with old people and phones were like funny in like 2004,
Yes,
2005.
bro. Yes,
But
bro.
yeah, dude, we're talking 2025 now. They figured it out. You can't.
Everybody figured it out, bro.
Yeah, you can't rely on that to try to get some laughs or whatever.
Unless you live in Alabama and you live, where it's a population of 15. right?
Yeah.
You know,
But I got the most
and you
expensive
live in the
iPhone.
backwoods, right? And I got an iPhone 17 Plus. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Dude,
I'm sorry.
gun, they need to. They always say they need to put a leash on Zach. They need to put a leash on
Please don't.
Gun. He's the one hurting his own movies. Let your fucking stars who've been trained how to do press and all that do it, and get the fuck out of the way, dude. You offended a whole region of the world.
Yeah, bro.
Like, dude, shut up. What are you doing? You're trying to kill your movie. It's literally, what, 2 days before it premieres?
Clark.
And now he's offending people in middle America.
Bro, why did she have her hands up like this, Necron?
I don't know. I've never seen anybody get on the phone and go, oh, how's this work? Oh.
Clark? I was there, bro. Oh, my God.
See, even J.R. Token says, trying to teach my mother to use a phone was frustrating, but that was 20 years ago.
Exactly, bro. We all went through it. We all went through it, bro.
Yeah, it was funny back then. But, you know, hi.
We all went through that, bro. That shit was way back in the day, man.
So this guy is offending a middle America, like saying they're, can't figure out how to use a cell phone. He offended people from India. He has space monkeys, very questionable, doing 2 hashtags. God.
He fucking offended the Snyder fandom. That whole Pocket Universe line was 100% a fucking shot at the fucking Snyderverse fandom. 100%.
What was that line again? Because
when fucking Mr. Terrific looks into the camera like, that's why you don't build a Pocket Universe. I was like, are you fucking kidding me, bro?
God damn, I didn't even really think of that. God damn it. Yes, you're right.
No, real talk, bro. Necra, I'm telling you, bro.
You're so right.
Bruh, dude, because if you remember...
All right, my wife was looking good that night.
Right? Oh, see, I already know. I already fucking knew it, bro. He was out there. He was looking at it. He was like, oh, yeah, I'm out,
Yeah, Superman, yay.
They all dressed up and shit. You know what I'm saying? They go out. They gonna have a good time. I already know, bro. But, nah, man. Think about that,
That is a
bro.
total fucking slap, dude.
100%, bro, because...
That's why you don't build Pocket Universe.
Right? Because even Zach used that term. Zach was like, yo, mine kind of is like a little Pocket Universe. And we were all like, yo, why don't it just be a Pocket Universe? Right? And then he has this fucking line in the movie, that's why you don't build a Pocket Universe. I was like, you fucking dick, bro. Like, you literally writing this movie with us on the brain.
Can you imagine? You're trying to launch a universe and you're worried about fandoms? What a
He said
bitch.
bad cop, bad cop.
Yeah, he
bro.
said bad cop,
Nah,
bad cop, mission accomplished.
I get it, bro. I get it. Because I've been there. You know what I'm saying? I've been out, you be having a good time, you be looking all good, you know what I mean? Feeling good, go get some drinks after, go get some food, have like a nice little night. Yeah, man, that movie wasn't that bad, right?
Nice restaurant meal. I ain't gonna let a
exactly.
movie
See?
ruin it. Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, yeah, you know what? We had a nice little night. And then you start thinking back about all that shit. You're like, oh my God, that movie.
Now you go and you talk with the homies, like have a real conversation. Like,
Pocket Universe, bro.
Boy.
Oh my, that's why you don't
making a movie with your personal grievances. Wow.
That's why this shit's whack, bro. Let this be a lesson.
He did steal from BBS too. Used the whole, Middle East or whatever African, like Superman overstepping.
It was the same thing, yes, bro.
But
it was
like
the same shit.
Like Leon said, but for dummies.
Right?
It was the for dummies version.
Oh my God, bro.
Yeah, he was more worried about a campaign than making a good movie. You should have made a good movie, dude. You had the money in the studio behind. I mean, this dude gets more.
That's why I don't want no excuses, bro.
He gets more grace than anyone else. Anyone.
He got the most expensive movie ever made, bro. And then they marketed the shit out of it. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, most expensive. Bro. Absolutely.
Yeah, I think they are downplaying their fucking budget big time.
Yeah, bro. Because we already caught them lying about the marketing. So if we caught them lying about the marketing, why wouldn't we assume that they're lying about the budget? You know what I mean?
For sure, you are right. Yeah.
First, it was literally 200 to 250 million, and that shit rocked this whole time, and then all of a sudden after the movie come out, actually no, it was only 100 million. And then fucking Variety come back a couple days later. No, actually it was 125. It's like, man, bro, y'all full of shit, man. This movie was everywhere.
No goalposts. Always moving backwards for James Gunn, moving forward for Zach, right?
Right. Thanks, bro.
What is the actual budget? They will never say real numbers. That's why they don't want us to know.
Yep. It's look.
They don't
man,
want us to know how stupid they look spending all this money and it only brought in this amount of money.
Look, the budget, from what I understand, was at least anywhere from 363 to 400, possibly more million, bro.
God,
real talk. It was at least 363, and that was before they started doing all the reshoots. 100%. So, like, bro, this
why
is
did
the most
movie look the way it looked with all that money being spent,
bro?
It makes no sense,
bro. That's because they was washing that shit. That grind, they was washing that money, bro. That money's getting washed and rinsed and cleansed somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
No Hollywood machine. Huh?
hey, just churning that shit through, you know what I mean? Rinsing that money, bro. Yeah, no, 100%. It's 500 million at the very least, bro. At the very least.
And they're out here telling us. They're out here. Go ahead.
Look, at the very least, it's $563 million, bro. At the least.
The least.
At the least.
$500 million,
bro.
Man. Woo.
100%. 100%.
363 for Cleveland, Ohio alone.
Because they did 200 million in like marketing. At least, bro. At least.
Can you imagine if Zach lost this type of money?
Exactly, bro. That's what I'm saying, man.
If you want to know why, I keep saying that to make the. But if you want to know why, watch the Toy Collector on Skiiwalker's channel, and you'll know why. This is why this is going on, because it's the only thing that makes sense. It's the only thing that makes sense, bro.
It's the only thing
like, any other director crashing out like this, and when Suicide Squad and all that, how much money did Suicide Squad lose? I know you know the number.
From 100 to 150 million dollars, possibly two.
Possibly $2 million.
200.
Yeah, 200, not 2 million.
Yeah,
200 million. Yeah,
possibly $200 million was lost. Up to 200 on that movie was lost, and he got a fucking promotion.
In what world do you lose $200 million and say, let's give this guy a raise and give him the keys to the kingdom?
The keys to the king of the castle. King of the castle. You ever seen Borat? Right? Crazy.
Cleveland revealed their tax numbers $363 million.
And that was before the reshoots, Necron.
So
that was before the reshoots, bro.
They did a lot of research to get this movie somewhat, watchable.
Which he even admitted to.
Possibly 200 million. And those location scenes in Norway were fucking expensive.
Bruh, insane, bro. And this guy gets a fucking promotion? Really?
I know people in jobs, they got fired for losing $20.
You know what I'm saying, right? Think about this. You're a cashier. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And your drawer comes up $200 million short.
The FBI is getting called.
Does anybody think that they're gonna have a job still, bro? All of a sudden,
management in the back going,
they're like, wait a minute,
we need to promote this person. They
says,
got 200 million out of us somehow. Let's give them a raise. Let's put them in charge. They're obviously smarter than us.
Matter of fact, not only are we gonna give them a raise, we're gonna make them the general manager of the entire.
What are you talking about, general? We're gonna be regional. Put him
Right?
in the regional manager.
Let him run the whole shit. Like what? Let that man cook. He like what?
Let that man cook. But don't eat it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, bro.
Woo. Yeah.
Nah.
In what world doesn't happen in any other world? Zach fucking got crucified because he wasn't hitting $1 billion.
Right, but this shit
In
just to
in
make
2013.
500 million.
Yeah. Jesus. Sell this shit to Netflix. Man.
This shit gets to for this shit. This motherfucker get to come out and say, I mean, honestly, I only got to make my budget back, and then everybody's cool with it, bro.
Well, he's cool with it. He's the only one probably cool with it saying that shit. I'm sure his ass off was like, motherfucker, yeah, I'm paying writing the checks over here.
Nar said it best. He was like, that shit helps him as a director being able to get more movies.
That's where, he was totally correct on that.
He was like,
I didn't lose money. Yeah.
But as a CEO,
shit,
nah.
you lose your job.
Fucking out of here, bro.
We're
Get
not
him outta
spending
here, bro.
$563 million to make $500 million.
That makes no sense, though. You won't be in business, dog.
You're still in the negative. You're still
crazy,
in the negative.
man.
Yeah,
Crazy, bro.
That's why, a lot of people don't understand. Well, wait, the movie said it made 100, 200 million in blockbuster terms. That is not that's not the goal.
Not at all.
Because it looks like they made money, but they really didn't.
Absolutely not.
They got them like double budgets at least.
Yeah, bro, double.
You got double the budget. All this shit isn't going down to fucking break even or just make 100 million when you spent 500 to 600 million dollars.
Bro, you won't be in business for very long, bro.
And I mean, yeah, it's doing okay here in America, but the rest of the world, and yes, America. I hate to break it to you, the whole world is not America. They want to make their money in other markets too.
Yep. And that shit, man, I'm telling y'all, America, the time's almost up. Like, this shit is not about to be making no money. Yo,
2 weeks. A week?
Necron. This week.
That's
This week is literally going to be very telling, Necron. Because if this shit drops off a cliff this week, it's a wrap.
That's funny.
He said, if you don't count all of our losses, we actually made money.
See how that works?
Right.
That's like that friend who's trying to get you to lend him $100 for his investment. See, if we don't count the losses, we actually made money.
Yeah, man. Every time that I borrowed money and I didn't pay you back, those don't count. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, I always paid you back.
That's on cost of startup.
You know?
Excuse me, I need my $100. Pay me back.
Right.
Yeah, that's a lot of stuff going on here, and I just can't. I mean, I'm not, because I'm just a Henry Cavill fan or a Snyder fan. I really just can't see Man of Steel 2 crashing out like this.
Absolutely fucking not, bro.
I just can't. I think if you're being honest with yourself, I think Man of Steel 2 would have fucking did pretty damn good, because there's a lot of people who grew up on Henry Cavill. There's a lot of people who saw only Henry Cavill as Superman, and maybe might have been too young to even go to the movies, but are in that age now. That's their Superman, and they would have been pumped to see a full Superman movie with Henry Cavill coming in.
And then, even if you guys don't like Zack Snyder, Christopher fucking McQuarrie was going to direct it, so there you go.
Yeah, and and I don't really have a big problem if Zack didn't direct the next. I know he would be involved. I know for a fact. Well, we both know because he would have to be. Yeah,
he was just gonna do the ZSJL project.
That's where he was.
You know what I'm saying? Facts, bro.
And goddamn, after the first ZSJL, of course you want him doing concentrating on that.
Yeah,
that would have been fantastic. Yeah, I know. There's a thing called shareholders. They like big fat profits.
Nah, I'm pretty sure they were super happy with James Gunn saying, "Hey, man, this shit can only make like 500-600 million, and it's gonna be all right."
You don't even got to see it twice if you loved it. Like what?
You know?
Yeah, yeah. You know, you got your super fill. Crazy, dude. Wow.
Yeah,
So
man.
Sin thinks 60% loss this weekend.
Crazy,
Well, I mean,
bro.
a lot of people probably did. You know, I know like a lot of families in the summer go see movies, like in the week, so they don't have to deal with the weekend, you know, crowds and all that.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't gonna be. Those people ain't gonna be going this weekend.
Bro, Smurfs, and I know what you did last summer, bro. And then next week, it's a wrap.
Oh
They
yeah,
better hope, bro. They better hope that this weekend is decent, bro. I'm serious, bro.
yeah,
Because
that's
like,
right.
it's
Smurfs
gonna
and
be a
Smurfette.
wrap, dog. It's
The
gonna be a
families are gonna
wrap,
be seeing
bro.
Smurfs for sure this
And
weekend. That's where all the families are going.
and not Lex Luthor shooting the Indian dude in the head right after.
It just helped Superman out of the hole in the ground. Wasn't like his best friend.
Crazy, bro.
Oh yeah, Jurassic World just keeps rolling along. All the
Yep.
shills saying how that was.
I was
gonna
about to
bomb.
say all them shields though, right? They kept saying, "Hey, yo, y'all be watching out for that second week drop though." You know?
Don't go seeing that Jurassic World. Save your money for Superman. And everybody's like, nah, I'm gonna go ahead and see the dinosaurs chase and eat people because that makes sense.
Hey, and Cinematic's right. I know what you did last summer has nostalgia. That's true.
Mm-hmm. Jennifer Love Hewitt's in it. I mean,
Yep. Hey,
she's still looking good too.
I might fuck around and go watch that movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like the first one. I remember the first one I saw.
Yeah, the little hook killer and everything.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
Yeah. Right.
I know what you did last summer.
Yeah.
Damn, I hope you don't know what I did last week. Da-dum. But dude, this was a fun conversation, dude. Thanks for
Yeah, man. For sure. And thanks for having me on, bro.
For sure. I think we can go on all night, but I think the point is made,
Most definitely.
The Sales ESAL movement is the way to go if you want,
The alternative.
Yeah, she does. She does look a little thick. It looked good. Good old Jennifer. I was gonna say something, but I'll just say Jennifer Love Hewitt. But it kind of rhymes with Love Hewitt. So anyway, thanks, dude. We are out. Thanks, chat, for showing up. Thanks for showing up.
Where's the dog, Necron? Where's the
dog? Where's the dog?
And the last thing, bro. Can we all agree that it's dumb that he had that Lex mumbled into his mug in front of Superman's face, and then Superman couldn't hear what he said? And then Superman couldn't hear what the fuck he said.
What?
What'd you say? What'd you say? What'd you say? Look, y'all, he talking. I was like, bro, oh my God, bro. I'm going on mute.
All right. We are out. Thanks again. Hold on. Let me play this cool little outro.